you go take 2 rake and 2 broom, go do it yourself. You try, go do it. Or give the people the money to do it.
No, we really are going.
The mayor said that they're not getting any money from central government.
Look,
And
man.
mayor says so.
What is? What is that, sir?
But help me out with something else there. Help me out with something else.
Jamaica,
because
what
it
that?
look like it's really a do the business, some do the back business, do the government business, them depend. Because why the Minister of Agriculture, in his capacity as a member of parliament, have the same do the issue in his constituency? Let us see, producer.
No, what really are going on Jamaica? Come like you man they want disease to break out.
Member of Parliament for St. Elizabeth Southwestern Floyd Green says he has been working to address a long-standing sewage issue in an old housing scheme in St. Elizabeth. Residents
Good night,
of the
good night,
housing
welcome.
scheme sent TVJ News videos of the sewage overflowing onto the roadway and in some cases at the entrance to
But
some
Jamaica, remember the road, remember the place where the soldier them there and the police them, the police them. Who remember that complex there where the police them the people? And it's like I be do the water come from out of the something. And it flow over and it travel and it did it in the middle of the road. You remember the video where they come out on TVG and CVM and the people them have them food shop and them and say boy it mash up them business because he do the water run on the road and carry a pass and a splash up. Boy, and then we hear say NWC not have nothing to do with that, the road there and this and that and one bag of long so brother. Me I wonder if that problem they fix right now. Because our next problem this now. No?
A resident pointed to remnants of used toilet paper stuck in grass along the sidewalk. That's a threat to the nearby Black River morass.
Oh my God.
These are all toilet papers. Goes to the end and goes into the drain.
Jamaica, this not nice. This is a disgrace.
The scheme has expanded over the years and has placed additional burden on the sewage. We've worked with the HAJ to put in a more regular system of cleaning and management, but again, because of the size of the sewage plant, there are instances that it does overflow. Thanks.
Jamaica, may I tell you how bad it is with the Jamaica Labour Party? Let me explain to you guys how bad it is with their management. They are the one in power and their Minister of Health is saying this. Let us examine what, listen, remember say a prosperity the man them saying, right? Prosperity. That means that any problem to fix, we don't know so them have the money to fix it, right? Because remember, you know, when them did need AC in the hospital to do the surgery them with Christopher Tufton. Remember say Tufton say money is not the issue, you know. So what going with the agriculture ministry? What going on son? Make we hear a flag green and say.
Which runs across the road and into the morass.
As the scheme has expanded over the years, it has placed additional burden on the sewage. We've worked with the HAJ to put in a more regular system of cleaning and management, but again, because of the size of the sewage plant, there are instances that it does overflow. Thankfully, we have a new project that has been approved by
the MP says.
So conveniently when camera come in and face, right? Thankfully them have a new project that is on its way. Hey, let me tell you something. I have to give it to the Jamaica Labour Party. Them know how to fool, they fool them. Them know how to fool, they fool them. Them know how to give you just what you need to hold on pan till the next scandal and the next failure. And I mean talk about the people them where die-hearted. Yo, they know how to spoon feed your garbage, bro. You're telling me that coincidentally, after the thing bust out on the TV, now you got a program coming to fix the thing, and then 1 year from now, 6 months from now, it don't fix, and then you have another excuse that will be just good enough for people to say, oh yeah, you know, this and that and the other thing, and that's why it don't get done. Excuses, back of excuses, back of excuses. Man, oh man, this is tough.
Sewage was not properly designed to begin with and was too small to support all the houses. However, he says Cabinet has approved a project that should bring a more long-term solution.
That will bring about 600 new housing lots. We will do a modern state-of-the-art sewage plant that will replace the old one, and that will completely treat all the issues that the residents are having. So,
ladies and gentlemen, you know what that is? That name give me some time. How much time? We don't know. Will we see it? Is this another Cornwall Regional Hospital? We don't know. That's what that is right there. Is the same playbook? Hit that like button for me, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, these dudes is something else, man. I'm sorry, bro. These dudes is something else. Wow.
For the patients, I know it
Wow.
has been challenging. I've been in constant discussion with HHA to ensure that until that new sewage plant is done, the maintenance has to be specifically done on a weekly schedule so we don't have some of these issues.
Wow.
That is disgusting.
Wow.
Toilet paper them off your step over.
Wow.
You have time.
What can go so?
Wow.
You have time I call lawyer for write love letter, the Andre. But you don't have the time for people to clean up the people them bum toilet them.
Hey, Ishmael.
We need help, Jesus.
Yo.
You try shut your listen no man. You know what? You see how fast Cabinet approved something for you in leader of government business?
Yes.
Cabinet approved something for you, but them can't approve it for Westmoreland. Oh, mighty
What
God.
a mighty, hey.
We really need your divine
We need it,
intervention.
a true man.
Help.
True, true, true.
Need your divine intervention.
Hey, can I tell you something? Big up to Ishmael. Ishmael is much more poised, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys notice. Ishmael is way more comfortable in being himself while delivering the news and delivering his style. You get me? Yeah, man. Ishmael, big up yourself, bro. No look a joke about it. He don't do anything. He don't do anything.
So all of a sudden you can tell the reporter that Cabinet approved something for you. So Zulu,
But guys, isn't that what I just said? How convenient. How convenient that he has an approval. Yes, man, and it's gonna fix everything. It's a long-term plan. You can't make it up, ladies and gentlemen. You
I
can't
just
make
never
it
did ask for some money the other day, and I know nothing can go on for
No,
she.
yeah,
Is
go
it
on.
because you're a minister? How this feel like preferential treatment, so? I don't mind, because I'm happy for them. Because they only if I do the business, we are going on the western side of the island. Has to be clean. Some bung up toilet business and people are step over. You know what? Somebody should rent you a house down there. Let's go see how fast it will fix then. Anybody have a house where I rent there? Rent the MP, rent the minister, please. Rent the minister. Then make us see how we can manage. Nobody down there don't have a house I rent. Do in Westmoreland, do in St. Elizabeth. Do here, do there, do everywhere.
Mighty God.
But kiss you.
Terrible, man. I see part of my table what the lady say.
Or somebody to the island.
I that want to see. What Andrea talk about?
Condition and oils to help ease.
Jar. Add more love. What? Oil exploration substance.
Shampoo.
If it's E. coli, then want the people in Japan to get jar. If it is by design. But I remember telling you about the great plan by this government. Remember how coincidental that after the hurricane, oil explorations have started.
Yes.
How coincidental, Jamaica, that after the hurricane, what?
Oil exploration
have started.
Right.
How coincidental that the deployment of funds, how coincidental that the assistance that the people are to get. We were told that 5,000 houses, Ishmael, were going to be deployed in January. We're now in mid-February. We still don't see the 5,000 container houses. We still don't see anything happening realistic. You know, so the white lady said they do the what? I am so ashamed.
Wait, at that moment, see. Which white lady said that? No, man. Me need to see that video there. No, I need to find that video. Oh, are this a lady? No.
Start your morning.
You can't be that. Wait, this are sports. No, Jamaica. Somebody sent me that video there now. I wish white lady said to do the water. No, man. Hold on the people. No. This is bad. Which white lady said that, bro? Oh my God. Worse, blah, 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 Jamaica, blah, what is? JAA, Middles, Montego, hold on. No, that are sports. Ah, hold on.
Issues that the residents are having. So that new switch plan scheduled so we don't have some of these.
Parliament for St. Elizabeth, a housing scheme sitting onto the roadway and in spots along the sidewalk that's a threat to the nearby Black River morass.
These are all funded papers. It goes to the end and it goes into the drain, which runs across the road and into the morass.
As the scheme has expanded over the years, it has placed additional burden on the sewage. We've worked with the HAK to put in a more regular system of cleaning and management, but again, because of the size of the sewage plant, there are instances that it does overflow. Thankfully, we have a new project that has been approved by.
The MP says the sewage was not properly designed to begin with and was too small to support all the houses. However, he says Cabinet has approved a project that should bring a more long-term solution.
That will bring about 600 new housing lots. We will do a modern state-of-the-art sewage plant that will replace the old one, and that will completely treat all the issues that the residents are having. So I want to thank the residents for their patience. I know it has been challenging. I've been in constant discussion with HAJ to ensure that until that new sewage plant is done, the maintenance, the cleaning has to be specifically done on a weekly schedule so we don't have some of these issues.
Yo, me really want to find this water with the matter about. What kind of...
Right now, you know what can happen to them? Them need to go to hospital, and we need all type of stuff to clean out the germs. And the fly them starting at the house now to come look again. And it can't go on so. We have to do better.
What? It is disgusting.
Anybody?
What caused it?
What caused it? The workman them caused everything. With all them cut the bridge, and none of them not coming at the yard for come look or go on. If them do just fix back right there, sir, the house gonna flood out. It's the bridge cause
No, man, hold on there. Wait. Yo, like I share that video.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Yes, Rosie and her family were sleeping. Waking up, feel water and waking up. Right through the house, through the bathroom, through every door, kitchen door, every door. Everything in the house flood out. When I talk about everything. No bed, no there for sleep on. Settee, where you could have rest in a phone, where you could have make phone call and video for sure. Everything flood out and we want back every single piece
So
of
what happened with yours?
It's about to go down.
Sleeping on...
We were sleeping.
Yeah, and?
We were sleeping, hear Prince screaming. When Prince screaming, say water. When I jump up and look, there is water. Many water, like Elsha.
Hey, Antonio, Silva and Freedom. Yo, wait. No. Yo. Yeah, I need this. Yeah, I need this, bro. Yeah, I'ma definitely need to get this one, man. Wait a minute. It's the first time I'm seeing this in full, you know. I only want to look part type me see the whole hand there.
Tap water was there.
No,
I
no,
warm back
no, no,
everything.
no.
After we live here at Sunlight Street from here 2 months old. Just one out of my mother. Left here from me at 29, me left Sunlight Street. So here me never have been seen my yard flood out yet. I end house in the carpet here in Sunlight Street flood out yet. Never had been seen this yet. I there here before my maiden take and me never see it yet.
Mighty God.
Wow! Does anybody see them lie? I will never see it yet. I want
Yo.
back everything. Laptop, phone, everything. A 5 phone flood, I want back everybody.
Yo, I'm
Name
done,
brand
bro.
furniture. Name brand bed. And name brand car. Everybody flood out, I want back everything. So, baby can't catch meningitis. And sit
Yo,
up-
why is she talking to the microphone like that, bro? Yo. Yo, I've never listened to the entire clip. It's always been like 5 seconds. I'm literally dying right now.
Water, body water. The baby from
Yo, this chick, bro. Look at the vein in her neck, bro. Yo, this lady is look at how she's looking at the mic. Yo, this is wild, bro.
baby, never baby will come up.
Oh,
She flood out with her baby, nice,
hell
pretty,
no.
clean skin baby, them. Flood out
Watch
with
out.
her pimples, mosquito bite, nothing.
Watch out.
Right now, you know what?
Yo, she's not even looking at the camera. Her eyes is all over the microphone, fam. I ain't gonna lie, I feel intimidated right now. Yo, this lady is wild, bro.
Yeah, I'm to them need to go to
Yo,
hospital.
she is bending down to the height of the microphone. What is going on?
And we need all type of something to clean out the germs.
Yes.
And the fly them starting at the house now to come look again.
Hey, let me tell you something. This lady wanted to be heard. You hear what I said? She wanted to make sure that her message was going across clearly, loud and clearly, ladies and gentlemen.
And it can't go on.
Yo!
We have to do better.
What? It is disgusting.
Yes.
Anybody?
What caused it?
What caused it? The workman them caused everything.
Yo, the man with the microphone realized that no matter how he put on the microphone, her mouth is going to meet the microphone. So him say, you know what? Instead of she look awkward, let me pull the microphone up some more.
With all them cut the bridge, and none of them not
Yo.
coming in the yard for come look or go on. If them do just fix back right there, sir, the house gonna flood out.
Yeah.
If the bridge caused everything.
Yes.
Gotta make no noise over that.
Yes.
Don't make no noise over that.
Whoa.
Is this big contract what going on at Sunlight Street 21 and a half Sunlight Street Kingston 13? Cause every single soul things were happening in my yard. Last
God.
night to this morning at 3:30. Flooding. The baby them could have been drowned in. We need justice. Real justice we need.
Keep that quietly, man.
Mighty God.
Justice we need. One back of furniture. And on a 30 grand bed in there and a 30 grand dresser. And a 30 grand fridge and a 30 grand rack nut. And a 30 grand and a 10 grand night table, touch lamp. Everybody, flat screen in there, mash up. Flood out in shit water and gully water. Nobody not come for look. Uncle the cameraman.
It is that kind of thinking that put Jamaica into problems.
It can't work, so we need justice! Justice! We need justice!
Yo.
We need justice! Over the yard there, and the other yard, we need it.
Yes.
Now you see the condition we're in. And the germs and the nasty. Right now, on the left out, a fly start at the place. 2 baby there, they don't look good.
God have mercy upon us.
Yo, brother. Bro, yo, me literally I try to find one next video fam. Like I'm literally trying to find a next video. Andre said something about the white lady, bro. I mean I try to find the white lady. We say about do the water, bro. That's what me I try to find right now. You know? Because I don't see it. I don't see it, you know? I don't see what is. I must AI this. All I must AI.
Yo, look at that, man. The taxi just cruising like it's a boat.
Yeah, man, we don't see an AI, man. Mighty God. Anyway, moving on. Wow. So tough times. Are the video this? So the video this man look for?
Punani says she want what? Love me more.
Love me more.
So that's a subliminal message from Valentine's Day, you know. And then when you look, you see Christopherton under it.
Yes.
You see Christopherton under it, Jamaica. And all Christopherton doing is liking the picture, like him and say, okay, my baby, you soon get Mrs. Christopherton.
Yeah, when the breeze off,
This
90
is what
wonder.
take over. Crying shame and embarrassment, and you have a health minister who does not show the emotional intelligence to know what to post and what not to post.
Wow.
Love me more. See that here? Love me more. No respect for the people in this country.
Wow.
No respect for the people in this country.
It's a damn disgrace.
Love me more. No respect. No respect for the poor people in this country. Play about it. What can go so? Play about it.
So yeah, guys, I took a trip to the Montego Bay Hospital, hoping that I wouldn't stay overnight, because this is the condition that the patients of Jamaica has to be sleeping in. And as you can see, persons have been there for days and days, and that is exactly where they live, on the ground, on the floor, on top of the chairs. You have rats, roaches, cockroaches, all kind of insects running around. So this is what we're...
And you have a health minister and Ben Spooner.
Hey, me not tell no lies to you, no. Jamaica run loose and slack, you know, brother. You can imagine I really I forgot the hospital, though. What I mean, I try to figure out what is like the top priority for the government. Like, you have things that you decide, say, all right, or you're running an organization or you're running anything, there's a certain standard that you won't fall below. So I am trying to figure out, ladies and gentlemen, on a serious level now, actually, what is the standard of the Jamaica Labour Party? What is the standard? Because this is the reality in most of the places them where you go, in terms of you going to get medical assistance and help. And if that are the case, then that is what is accepted and that is the standard. That is the norm. Them say healthcare they in a one crisis, but are they really concerned? I'm genuinely questioning whether or not them really concerned about this particular crisis that they are talking about. Are they concerned in fixing it? Man, it's tough, boy. It's tough. It's tough.
Totally detached and deranged from the realities of poor people in the hospital. You see how many elders are in the little chairs?
Yes.
Do you see how many elders remain?
Terrible, man.
They can't want, I told you that 40 million. Oh, respect. You know, eyes, you know. Look for the tax package.
Sweetened beverages imported or manufactured locally starting May 1. It will be applied on carbonated and non-carbonated beverages on a per unit basis at a rate of 0.02 Jamaican dollars per milliliter. In 2025, non-communicable diseases, particularly the four main conditions, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, diabetes, and chronic respiratory illnesses, represented the region's most pressing public health challenge, accounting for more than 75% of deaths.
There is clinical evidence to suggest its impact on...
Hope it's worth it. This is me after 2 months of Tai Chi chair workouts.
Well, on the Jamaica,
I
we'll
feel
find
younger and stronger than in my 30s.
I found it.
Welcome to Folk.
The government is looking to raise $29.4 billion in new taxes in the 2026-2027 fiscal year, and the bulk of it, some $10 billion, will come from a tax on sweetened non-alcoholic beverages.
The Health Ministry is looking to capitalize on this, but some manufacturers are crying out over the potential impact on business. Romarda Lyons reports.
Fiscal measures that may force Jamaicans to spend a little more. But is it a reason for health officials to smile?
It does provide for us an opportunity, which we want to take advantage of in the sense of engaging the country in a conversation around the impact of sugary drink and its impact on the health and wellness of the population. For starters, as a country, we consume on a per capita basis more sugary drink when compared to global standards. In other words, we consume a lot of it.
He's responding to the special consumption tax to be applied to non-alcoholic sweetened beverages imported or manufactured locally starting May 1. It will be applied on carbonated and non-carbonated beverages on a per unit basis at a rate of 0.02 Jamaican dollars per milliliter. In 2025, non-communicable diseases, particularly the four main conditions, cardiovascular diseases, cancer, diabetes, and chronic respiratory illnesses, represented the region's most pressing public health challenge, accounting for more than 75% of deaths.
There is clinical evidence to suggest it's...
Yo, you see, man, to say, bro, them people are toe the line, you know, with the facts, you know. And them do a good job in creating a mirage for you to see not the bigger picture. If these people truly cared about people's health, you know, they would ban certain things from Jamaica, you know. Russia does it, UK does it, all these other countries does it. There's certain food that they ban from their country because they are concerned, and they do practical things, not only concerned, but they do practical things to shift the health balance of their population. Jamaica has chosen not to do those things because they are not serious. They are not serious. So this is just a cop-out for them to kill you with taxes and then act as if they truly cared about people's health. They truly cared about people's well-being. The cost of living is too high, brother. That's why people buy the cheap stuff, you know. That is it. That is the main reason. People buy the cheap stuff because they can't afford the expensive stuff then. That's a fact. They want to spread it out. Poverty is the main reason for unhealthy living. So if you guys had real prosperity, you know, people would actually be able to, you know, people would actually be able to afford that type of luxury. And by the way, talking about affording luxury, Jesus have mercy. No, you don't say. Let me see something. All right, let me go over here. So let me carry this over here so real quick, because mighty God. Let me carry this over here so real quick, because me don't know what going on in Jamaica about something I go on. Come on, something I go along, man. Let me just see, let me just do that. Alright, yes. Alright, yes. Let me continue with Christopher Tough Time.
On things like diabetes in the population, hypertension, and other things. And we would have heard many discussions, some from NGO community, some from clinicians, around trying to manage that process.
But businesses also need to be managed, and so it's sweet for some and bitter for others. That's why Peter McConnell, Managing Director of Tradewind Citrus Limited, says this.
A tax on non-alcoholic sugary drinks, I think, is a very, very, very bad idea.
He argues that it's one-sided and unbalanced.
You know, it's discriminatory. It's targeting just one sector of the economy. And I think that's, you know, not a good idea. And
then, my general, another just one sector of the economy. You look for your pocket, because you know say poor people are going to buy less. Don't it? You know say poor people are going to buy less, right? So that you really are worried about, you know. But let me hear you more still.
All it's going to do is pass on these costs to the consumer. And it's also...
Oh, yeah, I understand what you're saying now then, brother. I understand what you're saying. And when you pass on the cost to the computer, the consumer, what is going to happen? Tell them.
A new form of tax, which has its own problems of how we're going to administer it. How are you going to now collect this? It's going to be a new form to fill out, a new submission to make, and a new set of auditing.
He says his position is not only complaining, but idea generating as well.
I humbly suggest it's way easier to increase the tax on an existing tax that's in place now, such as GCT.
Our position is not...
Hey, let me tell you something. They already was doing that, you know. What he's suggesting, they already was doing that. They increased the tax of existing taxes already. They already was doing it. And that's what we were talking about when we said to people, yo, listen, you guys are letting these people trick you. Right? When they talk about no new tax, you want to make them trick you, no. Context matters, ladies and gentlemen. What they have done is increased the existing taxes. So you are still being taxed heavily without any so-called new tax. But the new tax is the increase. It's a subtle way to give you new taxes. Them spread it out. Yeah, that's what they did. That's what they did. And Favour Williams admitted to it after I press play the tape.
A hostile position to industry. Our position is to engage industry, and I'm more than prepared to have a discussion with them, to look at what are the menu of options in the context of a NCD or lifestyle choices burden in our population.
In the meantime, Vice President of the Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, Richard Coe, says the measure could have a direct impact on production costs.
Our immediate concern is how our prices will affect consumers and their consumption of our products. And so we're crunching the numbers to see where our prices will land. So it's early days. We don't have all the information that we will need to make our calculations. But the general sentiment coming from the JMA is that while it is a bitter pill, there's enough sweetener in it to make these tax increases palatable.
He says,
ladies and gentlemen, either way, them man they not gonna lose now. And that's the bottom line what we need to do. Samantha, good night. How are you? Matthew, good night. That's the bottom line, you know. These persons are gonna crunch their numbers, and it's gonna directly impact the people that are the consumers, which is the poor people. So when I hear Andrew when is talking about you know, we put a package together that doesn't affect the poor, it's the same thing he did when he went on CNN and told them that, you know, we will be able to reach the people immediately after this time because we have a strong and credible preparation and recovery strategy. Nothing could be further from the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
As an organization, it will try as best as possible to absorb whatever cost it can as to not negatively impact consumers. Now, while he argues consultation was absent, he says the increase in itself is in line with the government's fiscal direction.
There was no surprise that, and in fact, there was a discussion before it was announced within the JMA that there is a likely increase in taxes. We didn't know where they would be.
Ramar De Lyons, TVJ News.
All right, my people. I could go over here, so. Zine, we need no eyes there for a minute. Big up Mr. Wayne Lonesome, man. Big up the whole team, you know. Now, we see Miss Golding, Bruce Golding daughter come out. Jamaica, I'm read with me, Jamaica. And this is in response to the hit of the taxes, alright? So here's another one. Every time I have shared this with her mother, she looks at me wide-eyed. I wonder why. I wonder why a mother that you are sharing this with would look at the wide-eye. And you're still sharing it? Miss, you see in Jamaica, we have some of the best non-verbal communication expressions you can think of in Jamaica. We have some of the most one-sound communication, most effective one-sound communication where the world ever see. Right? If you want a man in an argument and you hear him say chuck, or just chuck, or two of them, hey, move your man, left that radio there alone, yeah? Me I tell you that. Just left that person there alone. Now you tell me, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Here's how one fish feed a family of 5. Jesus. Father God. You want wicked people like that, man? Hey, Jamaica, when you see them come out and put them things in a tweet, you know say it bad, you know? You don't know say it bad, right? They are telling you that it's bad without telling you how really bad it is. That this lady can come out and say, here is how one fish feed a family of 5. Jesus. One fish, family of 5. We still can't pass this up. I don't business if it's a 3-pound fish. Here is how one fish feed a family of 5. Mighty God. People won't ever hold 3 pounds of flour in on hand yet. Just imagine one 3-pound fish for 5 people. Right? Grill or steam. Is this prosperity? Choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. This is what it really means. Choose Jamaica. Choose dead for hungry. On the field. Choose Jamaica. Choose dead for hungry. You know, say that I didn't song me. I say it in our group. Hold on there. Let me say it in our group. We need somebody to put this together. Need somebody to put this together. No little joke. Good night, group, ladies and gentlemen. Hear that one here. Hear them say choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica, feed dead for hungry. We need somebody to remix the song and have that at the last note. Choose Jamaica, feed dead for hungry. Yeah, man. That's what it means. Choose Jamaica. You understand? And do some local remix in other part there. After you say choose Jamaica. Choose with dead for hungry. That's the final note. Oh, my son. Talk to me, ladies and we genius them there with the music. Gonna do the right thing. People, me they have to let go that one day. Me I put that one there out there. Wanna hear it here first. Choose Jamaica. Choose with dead for hungry. Clive said this tax is a show you that Andrew doesn't love or care for the people. Worse, they are PMP. This man doing all these wickedness. Just now, Jamaican people vote him out. Him know him is bogus. Of course. And that a bunny bun them, you know, bro. Clive, a bunny bun them say the Jamaican people really them know, so them lose the election, you know. Yeah, man, them know. I think them don't know. Anyway, it says here you're gonna grill it or steam it. Season with garlic, scallion, and little salt. Alright? So, me I go ask one little question. You know all of the people, don't work with me. I could do the maths. What minimum wage in Jamaica? What is minimum wage? What is minimum wage in Jamaica? Alright? Minimum wage in Jamaica is what? $18,500, 16,000 per 16,000 Jamaican dollar per 40-hour week. Alright, so 16,000. Cool. Then they said them are raise it down to 2.5 more, so reach at 18 to, did they raise it? Oh yeah, 18,500. Alright, cool. So you work a 9 to 5 at Jamaica, right? How much for 3 pounds of fish? Of fish in Jamaica. Now go see. Hey, I know everything, you know. Alright, approximately 1,136 to 3,493. Roughly 7 US or 22. Alright, so we are gonna work with 1,140. Zane? Alright. 1,140 times 3 is 3,000. Oh, wait a minute. 3,420. Devon Wagwan. $15,000 minimum wage. I work with the 18. Alright, so 3,420 zin for the fish. 3,420 zin. The lady say them for buy scallion. We are follow her, you know. We are gonna follow her, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna follow her. Alright, we are going to follow her. Let me go back to this. See it here? So, no, hold on. My bad. Go person. Yeah, see it here? Yeah, man. So, you know, scallion, alright, garlic. Them they do something in the fridge, you know, say, and look at salt. You know, say I run for one next almost $1,000. So pepper rotted, pepper expensive. Alright. So we are gonna work with our next $1,000 upon the money. So that's our and people can correct me if I'm wrong, you know, because I am not the best at this. And I'm gonna say it, but may I try to follow that lady, you see? Alright, so cool. You're supposed to cook it, you're gonna need gas. You're gonna need, if you're gonna steam it or grill it, you know, say I also water that and ray. See that? Alright, cool. So fire for the pan unless you have burn a wood fire. Alright. Cut off the meat off the one side of the body and serve with whatever starch. Okay, so we are getting it now. We are getting it. So we there 5,000. No, we there 4,400 and something, you know, already, you know. You see? We not buy no gas because gas there us. We just give them that. Alright, yams and green banana. How much for a bunch of yam, ladies and gentlemen? How much for a bunch of yam? How much for a hand of yam in Jamaica? Alright, if they sell it to car in some supermarket or more. How much for a hand of yam? Alright. So reaching up to 300 pounds. Call it at 250. Hold on there. What this price is? A yam me go? Alright, call it at 250. For yam. Yam for 5 somebody I gonna need what? 2.5 pounds of yam? 3-4 pounds of yam? How you go? West K Spencer Bolo. The starvation is coming. Starvation coming is real. I give the poor Jamaica 6 months to start really feel it. Well, Anna. So, Carly say you spend 7 bills per some yam. Alright, how much for your hand of banana? 1 hand of banana. Alright? 1 hand of banana. A hand of banana costs between $150 to $300. I want to joke this. 1 hand of banana for $300. Where do you get that from? How much banana come from that? Banana more expensive than that, man. Put your $1,000. Call it 7 bills for your hand of banana. That's so. 5 bills? Alright, so 5 bills. 5 bills plus the yam. The yam will have cost $700. So that our $1,200 plus the 4,420. So that 5,620. Alright, so 5,620 out of 18,500. People want to follow me, you know. Remember, say 1 meal we are talking about in Jamaica. 1 meal, you know. We not talk about multiple meals. 1 meal we are talking about now. We gone how much money? We gone $6,620. You know, follow me in Jesus' name, you know. Follow me, you know. And even if this is exaggerated, me still want to know follow me. We say 350 for your Anna banana. Alright, 350. So take off 2 bills off of you and call it, say yo. 5,500 are the money. Zine 5,500 out of 18,500. Zine. So that left $13,000. You know, follow me in Jamaica. Follow me, Lord Jesus. Follow me. Follow me, Jesus. Follow me. Follow me everywhere me go. I need you. Follow me, Lord. Follow me. Follow me, Lord. Follow me. People, we they have $5,500 for 1 meal. This is a family of 5, you know. Mighty God. And at $18,000 a week. You know, somebody needs to go no further. I really don't need to go any further. This is going to be overkill. If I was to really sit down and maths and pen this out, it's going to be overkill. See that 1 meal, do the other side, right? Another meal, and you can even throw in the pot some veg. Me blows. How much for veg? How much for veg? She don't know say vegetable expensive. To make a brand new second hand, dig out the fish head and mix up the raw onions. She know how much for onions, scallions, fresh garlic, etc. And what this? Make a sandwich. Mighty God. Mighty God. People now see this? We say you have for $500, it depends on where you live. So you have between $350 to $500, ladies and gentlemen. Take the remainder of the cooked fish carcass and drop it in a soap pot. People now hear this? Add vegetable. It's a your family of 5, you know. Hey, remember me tell you. And if you see labor right them, I say, they not live so, you know. They not live so. Mix up the raw onions, scallion, fresh, etc. Make a sandwich, right? Right? Take the remainder of the cooked carcass, chop it in a soup with vegetable of your choice. You can add additional carcasses if you like. If you had saved it from before, even cooked chicken carcasses. Or this sound nasty. Carcasses? Yo, this sound like one throat, brother. Yo, my God. Hey, my boy say oil. You remember the oil? When I even put the oil in there. No, Jamaica, we have to. Watch out, nothing weighs 4 meals, 5 people. Thank me later. It is possible. Believe me, Jamaica Observer. So this lady tagged the Jamaica Observer. Yo, thank me later. Jamaica 1 meal shut up, but for 5 people, you know. 1 meal for 5 people. Yo, you cannot make this up, bro. So one time a week people might eat with a $18,000 budget. One thing other 5 days of my week. Me not think them people are in touch with the reality. And if they are, the level of wickedness will come from their lips. Remember the agenda is enough. Remember the agenda is enough. You will own nothing and you will be happy. I want to remember that enough. What them say, Jamaica? You will own nothing and you will be what? Happy. See them are training if own nothing and be happy. So all like people who are ambitious and want something out of life, you can go to hell, you know. Yeah, man, you can go to hell. And that them are telling you, know, you can go to hell. Just remember that. Please remember that. You guys can go all the way to hell, ladies and gentlemen. Trust and believe. My God. Jetline, where you are dealing with? Where you are dealing with? You good? Check out the general, you know. Big up aromatic, you know. Big up aromatic, but we have one article here some more fine. Where Mystic draw out what they are. I tell you. Dangerous.
Bro, what song are you listening to?
It's actually not a song. I'm listening to the
Bible, like one of those audio Bibles?
The following is brought to you.
One sense, son.
Because as our mama portion, they demolish them when they come with it. And then think about it, Uncle Byron. They're using Melissa. But they tell these big financial businesses that ask for the asset tax to be taken off their bottom line. It affects their bottom line.
It cannot fit in the bridge and it cannot fit in the magazine. So it did not.
And
in our country and just
Oh, no, this one here. I want with tough time. Think of this.
that the 30 pieces of silver,
Yo, the man pull up.
Right?
The man pull up an article.
persons who operate Airbnb, you are going to be affected.
See article here.
No,
See article here. This article I'm want to see. Yo, me couldn't believe, Bridget, when I see that article here. Where article say 143% increase in health budget over the past 8 years. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. 143% increase in the health budget. See if we can find the article. Yep, them have it right here, so. Yep. Observer. Yep, there it is. Jamaica 2024. You know so much money they must spend in the health budget? 143% increase. What from where it was, they have increased it. So when they hear tough times and money are not the problem. What is the problem then, Jamaica? The money is getting stolen. Is that the problem? Because we're not seeing the money go into the services. We now see the money are going at them thing there now.
In Jamaica, the government has increased the country's public health budget by 143% to $145 billion over the past 8 years to improve services and transform the healthcare sector. Making his contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives on May 7th, Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, noted that in 2016-17 the budget allocated to public health was $60.15 billion, representing recurrent expenditure of $55.47 billion and capital spending of $4.68 billion. The 143% increase in health budget over past 8 years. Kingston, Jamaica. The government has increased the country's public health budget by 143% to $145 billion over the past 8 years to improve services and transform the healthcare sector. Making his contribution to the sectoral debate in the House of Representatives on May 7th, Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, noted that in 2016-17 the budget allocated to public health was $60.15 billion, representing recurrent expenditure of $55.47 billion and capital spending of $4.68 billion. The $145.14 billion for the current fiscal year represents recurrent allocation of $133.61 billion and capital of $11.53 billion. We have acted tangibly after recognizing that the transformation that we seek requires an expansion of expenditure, and the government has done just that. We are on the road to transform. He noted that the government has also increased the cadre of workers. We have acted tangibly after recognizing that the transformation that we seek requires an expansion of expenditure, and the government has done just that. We are on the road to transformation, Dr. Tufton said. He noted that the government We are on the road to transformation, Dr. Tufton said. We are on the road to transformation, Dr. Tufton said. We are on the road to transformation, Dr. Tufton said. He noted that the government has also increased the cadre of workers with 2,089 doctors now in the establishment, in addition to 4,741 nurses and 2,210 community health aides. This is a major increase over 2016, when the number of doctors was approximately 1,500, nurses 4,669, and community health aides 893. By Tabola. On this road to transformation, the government recognized that the ratio of healthcare worker to citizen needed to be adjusted, and that adjustment has taken place. The government has added more healthcare workers to enable the transformation process, Dr. Tufton pointed out. He said the government remains committed to addressing the issues in the health sector and providing improved opportunities for better health and wellness outcomes.
Wow.
He noted that individuals are reporting more positive experiences from visits to public health facilities. Of the nearly 3 million visits to our 24 hospitals and 325 health centers last year, and nearly 200,000 admissions for 5 days or less in our hospitals, the vast majority of those experiences are positive, Dr. Tufton told the House. In addition, he said, the hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans who have benefited from town and community outreach programs makes this journey all about positively impacting people and improving their lives. JIS. 0 comments. Comments are closed.
Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. This part hit me. We are on the road to transformation. The government has also increased a cadre of workers with 2,089 doctors now in establishment. In addition, 4,741 nurses. This is a major increase over 2016, when the number of doctors approximately 1,500, nurses 4,600, and community health aides 893. Now, we have to ask ourselves, what is the real context of this? Has the health sector been under more pressure? The average doctors years ago, wouldn't it have to automatically increase because of the times that we're living in? You know, those are contexts that has to be put in there, not just this number versus that number. You understand what I say? That's why you need people on the inside to tell you what's really going on. Now, this part right here, on the nearly 3 million visits to our 24 hospitals and 332 health centers last year, and nearly 200,000 admissions for 5 days or less in our hospitals, the vast majority of those experiences are positive. Yeah, man, this a part I get me. Oh, him know that. Oh, him know this. The vast majority is positive. Did he do a poll, ladies and gentlemen? Did he interview all the guests or all the patients that went to those hospitals and those health centers? How would he know that? But I digress. Moving on. I don't need to beat that horse anymore. I could go to this. I'm going to tell you, say, boy. Come on. I tell you, say, boy, rough. It's rough. It's rough, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, I have to talk about this, man. I have to talk about this. I'm not joking. I have to talk about this. Talk about this, you can't leave that one there. You can't leave that one there alone. That one there I have to talk about. Alright, it frees up for me. Alright, cool, no problem. From what I notice that I'm going. No problem, my brother. So where's the read aloud option? That's crazy. So here's the read aloud option. Refresh that again. Maybe I need to go down here. There it is.
An additional 150 buses will be procured in the new financial year, which begins April 1st, to strengthen the school bus system. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen made the disclosure while presenting the 2026-27 throne speech during Thursday's ceremonial opening of Parliament at Gordon House. Outlining priorities under the Ministry of Energy, Transport and Telecommunications, he said that focus will be placed on negotiating a new all-island electricity license and advancing a ride-hailing policy. The National Emergency Telecommunications Plan will also be finalized. The Governor General said that major reforms in energy efficiency, transport modernization, and telecommunications are underway. Governor General Sir deep retrofitting works, including solar photovoltaic (PV) systems, efficient lighting, and upgraded air conditioning, were completed at the University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI, with similar upgrades underway across public facilities to cut costs and strengthen grid resilience, he said. The Governor General said that, notwithstanding the extensive damage to Jamaica's electricity grid by Hurricane Melissa, through decisive action and the steadfast support of the government, the Jamaica Public Service, JPS, company successfully restored power to more than 90% of customers by December 2025. Turning to public transportation, he reported that modernization of the sector continued. Steadfast support of the government, the Jamaica Public Service, JPS, company successfully restored power to more than 90% of customers by December 2025. Turning to public transportation, he reported that modernization of the sector continued with the acquisition of 200 of 300 compressed natural gas, CNG, buses, completion of Phase 1 of the Rural School Bus Program, and the launch of Phase 2, supported by new bus procurement and designated school stops equipped with improved safety and monitoring systems. In addition, strategic infrastructure upgrades progressed at the airports, including $5 billion in improvements at Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay and Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. Border protection was reinforced with the deployment of 200 Port Security Corps officers. As it relates to telecommunications, Allen said that a letter of intent was signed with Transamerica's fiber system to develop a new subsea fiber optic cable, expanding bandwidth, improving resilience, and reducing long-term connectivity costs. Legislative progress included the Petroleum, Downstream, Bill, the Civil Aviation, Amendment, Bill, amendments to enable electronic vehicle certification, and the implementation of electricity, wheeling, regulations.
So Daryl Vaz don't give you the full sum of the bus them yet. We don't get the full sum of the bus them yet. And these people are out here talking about that they are going to hey, Donna Scott Motley are go on with herself, you know. Yeah, man, she go on with herself, man. Right now, she the hottest thing on the planet. True. Sorry. Wrong thing up on cleaner. See what I go on in that cleaner, yeah, man, cars. Storm recovery squeeze labor. Material shortage hit contractors in a race to make Hurricane Melissa repairs. Wow. Significant repairs being undertaken at the Black River Hospital after the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa last October. Okay. Alright. Black River Hospital, alright. Interesting. I hope those repairs will be sufficient. Roofing materials are also in short supply, particularly T1 or 11 plywood boards. On February 5th, a contractor at Black River Health Center said he was fortunate to secure only 60 sheets. Through the project will require hundreds. Wow. Construction workers repairing a section of the roof at Lackover Primary School. Okay. Boy, Jamaica, everywhere we turn, Makajukwi, the government a curse, you know? I tell you, the government a curse real, man. Dennis Minor leaders that dispute accountability harm people. Alright, let me see if I can get that one out. Please and thanks. Let it be, Lord, let it be, let it open, let it can play. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Father God. These are the type of message that we need. You see this title here? It tell me everything we need to know. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. See that? This is the title right here. See that? Dennis Man, leaders that despise accountability harm the people. Talk to them, my boss. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. The people need to hear this message. Alright? Watch out. This thing on.
Dennis Minot. In the months following Hurricane Melissa, one word has echoed across Jamaica: accountability. It is spoken in taxis, at cookshops, on talk radio, in staff rooms, and in the corridors
never
of
tell a
Parliament.
lie.
It is
Facts.
not an academic word.
Facts.
It is not a fashionable slogan.
Everybody
It is the
attack.
cry of ordinary people who sense that something fundamental is slipping. When leaders despise accountability, whether by ignoring questions, delaying disclosures, dismissing oversight bodies, or treating scrutiny as insult, the harm does not remain in Kingston boardrooms.
Mighty
It travels.
God.
It reaches the market vendor in Anado Bay, the teacher in Portland, the small contractor in Montego Bay,
Whoa.
and the returning resident in Florida wondering whether to invest back home and save.
Yes.
Let us spell out the harm plainly. First, when accountability is weak, projects cost more. That means more of your tax dollars disappear into inefficiency. Roads take longer to fix. Schools wait longer for repairs. Dialysis clinics operate with few aging equipment, while budgets mysteriously expand. When contracts are not transparently awarded and monitored,
Right.
prices quietly inflate.
Whoa.
The public pays twice, once through taxation and again through poor service at even type A hospitals. Second, when leaders evade scrutiny, confidence drops. Investors, local and foreign, watch governance closely.
Talk to.
If they perceive that rules bend for the powerful, they hesitate. And when investors hesitate, jobs do not materialize. Young graduates remain underemployed. Skilled workers migrate.
Yes.
Diaspora Jamaicans who might have invested in housing developments, renewable energy, agro-processing, or tourism quietly redirect their funds elsewhere. The cost of weak accountability is the absence of opportunity. This erosion of standards spreads silently. The cost of weak accountability is the absence of opportunity. Third, when oversight institutions are under... The cost of weak accountability is the absence of opportunity. The cost of weak accountability is the absence of opportunity. Third, the cost of weak accountability is the absence of opportunity. The cost of weak accountability is the absence of opportunity. Third, when oversight institutions are undermined, whether it be the Auditor General, parliamentary committees, or integrity bodies, the signal sent to the society is dangerous. Standards are optional. If those at the top appear insulated from consequences, compliance weakens across the board. Tax morale declines. Informality grows. Citizens ask, why must I follow rules if leaders do not? This erosion of standards spreads silently.
Yes.
It shows up in building code shortcuts.
Yes.
It appears in procurement irregularities.
Yes.
It surfaces in the quiet normalization of a little thing here and a small favor there.
Mighty
Over
God.
time, that culture of small evasions becomes
Yes.
systemic decay.
Yes.
Fourth, disaster response becomes compromised.
Ooh.
After Hurricane Melissa, Jamaicans expected rapid rebuilding. Emergency procurement and reconstruction require speed, but speed must never mean secrecy. When citizens cannot see clear breakdowns of expenditure, contractor performance, and timelines, suspicion flourishes. Even if no wrongdoing has occurred, the absence of transparency breeds mistrust. And mistrust is expensive. Insurance premiums rise when governance appears uncertain. Development partners add layers of procedural control. Borrowing costs creep upward. In a climate-vulnerable country, where storms will return, credibility in reconstruction is not optional. It is financial protection. Fifth, and perhaps most damaging, is the psychological harm. When young Jamaicans watch leaders dismiss accountability questions as nuisances, they internalize a corrosive lesson. Influence shields you. Integrity is negotiable. Merit competes with proximity to power. That lesson drains aspiration.
Mighty God.
We speak constantly of brain drain.
Wait,
brain drain is not only.
Wait.
That lesson drains aspiration. We speak constantly of brain. That lesson drains aspiration. That lesson drains aspiration.
Say it again.
That lesson drains
Jesus.
aspiration.
Hallelujah.
We speak constantly of brain drain.
Whoa.
But brain drain is not only about salaries. It is about fairness.
Yes.
When talented young people believe that excellence alone will not be rewarded, they leave. They seek environments where systems function predictably and oversight is not personal, but principled.
Yes.
That quiet departure of talent weakens the nation more than any single scandal.
My goodness.
Sixth, accountability failures in education have generational consequences. If school infrastructure funds are poorly monitored, if attendance data are massaged, if curriculum reforms are rolled out without proper evaluation, children pay the price. There is no recovery window for a neglected school year. A cohort underprepared at age 16 cannot rewind time at 26. In a small country with a shrinking demographic advantage, educational accountability is national survival.
Right.
Seventh, there is the matter of reputation. Jamaica enjoys global goodwill, culturally vibrant, politically stable, resilient. But reputations are fragile. When unexplained wealth controversies surface, when statutory declarations become contentious, or when oversight findings appear selectively enforced, international observers take note. Reputation affects everything from tourism confidence to trade negotiations. A country perceived as tolerant of weak accountability struggles to command premium partnerships. Yet accountability is not punishment. It is protection for leaders as much as for citizens. A leader who voluntarily discloses, who invites independent audit, who answers hard questions without defensiveness, strengthens legitimacy. Transparency builds resilience. When scrutiny is welcomed rather than resisted, trust deepens. Conversely, when scrutiny is framed as hostility, when legitimate questions are dismissed as partisan attacks, polarization intensifies. The public discourse coarsens. Citizens retreat into camps rather than cooperate across differences. The greatest harm of despising accountability is cumulative erosion, not dramatic collapse. It is the slow thinning of trust, normalization of lower standards, and the quiet acceptance that so it go. But it does not have to go so. Genuine accountability requires practical measures. Public procurement above defined thresholds should be digitally accessible. Reconstruction projects should publish milestones and certified completion reports. Integrity declarations should be timely and independently verified. Parliamentary committees should release performance scorecards. Whistleblower protections must function in reality, not merely in statute. Above all, leaders must model receptivity to oversight. The tone matters. A calm, evidence-based response to audit findings reassures citizens. Indignation does not. Ordinary Jamaicans understand fairness. They understand when explanations are clear and when they are evasive. They understand when numbers add up and when they do not. What they reject is contempt, the subtle suggestion that scrutiny is impertinent. In small societies, leadership is intimate. People know the story. They see the trajectory. They compare lifestyle to salary. Transparency is survival. Jamaica today stands at a delicate point. We have weathered economic reform. We have stabilized inflation. We possess capable technocrats and a respected central bank. We have a diaspora willing to help and youth still hungry to achieve. But none of these strengths can flourish in a culture that tolerates evasion. Leaders that despise accountability harm the people not only through lost dollars, but through lost trust, which once depleted, is far harder to rebuild than infrastructure. Accountability is the oxygen of democratic life. When leaders breathe it deeply, the nation strengthens.
Yes!
When they resist it, the people, quietly, steadily, and sometimes irreversibly, suffer. Accountability is the oxygen of democratic life. When leaders breathe it deeply, accountability is the oxygen of democratic life. When accountability is the oxygen of democratic life.
No man. No man. I never see an article with me so excited about. No man. Jeez and peas, man. Oh God. No, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I never have no plans on coming on here and talking for no long time or the article them did want it. But this article by Dennis Minot, Zine in the Gleaner, leaders that despise accountability harm the people. Let me tell you something, Dennis Minot. I think if this was a symphony, I'm telling you, it's automatically 100,000% already a classic. Every word uttered in this article is the truth. This article put everything into perspective in regards to the JLP-led government and the challenges that this country has. You heard what I said? Everything, if they could follow this article to the T, well, then again, I know, for them objective is not to be transparent. For them objective is not to do things the way it's supposed to be done, but do it how them want it and then make excuses how them do it. And the leader back up that too and him can't take it back. That's why we say the whole of them are criminal. We don't trust them and then can't fix we. We just don't trust them anymore. The trust deficit, what the man say about trust deficit? The trust deficit harder for building an infrastructure. Jeez and peace. Look upon this. Leaders that despise accountability harm the people, not only through dollars, but through lost trust, which once depleted is far harder to rebuild an infrastructure. Jamaica, which one I want to trust this government right at this point in this time? Which one I want to? Please let me know. May I go to the next article? Please let me know. Let me click this. No man. Mighty God. This one or this one? This one? Okay. But I forgot to this, we tap it off. I have to go back to this article. Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you see this article here, so right now, that I is going to play. This article right here, so I is going to play. Let me tell you something. Nope, we're not coming back. You remember when Christopher Tufton asked the teacher them to come back to Jamaica? This was the response. You hear this? Alright, so we are capital for this reaction with this news. You understand? This government is being totally exposed by their own doing. Now listen to this.
A highly qualified Jamaican nurse who left for greener pastures in the United States nearly 2 decades ago has some frank words for Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton, specifically regarding his call for nurses.
Sorry, my bad.
Nope, we're not coming back. A highly qualified Jamaican nurse who left for greener pastures in the United States nearly 2 decades ago has some frank words for Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton.
We're not coming back.
Specifically regarding his call for nurses to come home to help deal with a crisis in the health sector. No, we're not coming back, said Dr. Cheryl Morgan, who migrated in 2009 after graduating as a registered nurse from the University of the West Indies, UWI, in St. Andrew. She went on to excel in her chosen profession, pursuing doctoral studies, writing a book titled Jamaican Born, about her humble beginnings and becoming a businesswoman. Dr. Morgan said the call near year-end by the health minister, in the face of an acute shortage of nurses, had raised eyebrows among Jamaican nurses in the U.S., noting that she and her migrant colleagues had left to seek better salaries, benefits, and work environments in America, Canada, England, and even other Caribbean islands. The reality is that nurses are treated poorly in Jamaica by various governments.
Mighty God.
I was tired of seeing nurses demonstrating with placards every time they should get a salary increase. When I was a nurse in Jamaica, nurses were just poor, she told the Jamaica Observer. You could see them walking on the streets to the bus stop after work. They couldn't afford a car. They couldn't afford a mortgage. For the few nurses who were in a better position financially, it was not because of their salaries. It was because of help from their spouses or family members, or a lot of overtime work to make ends meet. The public always ostracized nurses when they lobbied for a raise of pay. They said nursing is a calling and it should not be about the money. Yet, we struggled to pay our bills and send our children to good schools.
Mighty God.
Nurses were not getting a livable wage to compensate them for their education and expertise. Then we were approached by international recruiters who paid a salary that we never dreamed of, said Dr. Morgan, who hails from the little-known enclave of Top Mountain in rural St. Catherine. When I arrived in America, I was placed in a beautiful apartment with excellent amenities, including a swimming pool, in a gated community. There were incremental salary increases yearly. Morgan's narrative suggests that Dr. Tufton would find the going tough as he tries to entice the nurses to respond positively to his invitation in a situation where, for example, 27%, or 1,730 of all positions in the Western Regional Health Authority, WRHA, are now vacant. And that is only in one of 4 regions. Tufton said he had thrown the invites out to Jamaicans during recent visits to Washington, D.C., New York, and Miami, and that he would be formalizing it through actual advertising and promotion. Making the case for their return, he pointed to improvements in the country's infrastructure, ongoing hospital upgrades, efforts to reduce crime, and the opportunity for
Ongoing
individuals to
hospital
have more
upgrades. This is
disposable
money,
income,
wicked money, man.
saying it had made Jamaica increasingly attractive as a place to live and work. What this means, I believe, and I'm saying so with a lot of faith and conviction and hope, is that some of the very Jamaicans who have left our shores for greener pastures will reconsider and return to our shores, he said. And we're saying to Jamaicans who live in the diaspora, whether it is in Canada, the UK, the USA, or elsewhere, come back home. We have a place for you in the health system within the areas, obviously, where we are short of specialists. We will find a way to incentivize you to relocate. We will work with you because we would like all those posts to be filled by Jamaicans who have left us, which is their right so to do, the minister appealed. He would also be focusing on nurses who have not yet been lured away from Jamaica, stating that there would be a housing program for staff across the country and more training opportunities. But he insisted that some positions were difficult to fill because of the location and the specialized skills required. For example, specialized nurses and doctors. He also acknowledged that the shortage had resulted in staff being overworked. Morgan, saying that the health minister was looking for a quick solution to a long-standing problem, suggested he would have an uphill climb. While we endured some adjustment issues, when we first arrived in the U.S., we eventually learned the culture about building credit and was able to start helping families back home in Jamaica. We were able to advance our career without prejudice. There was no sister from nursing administration to block our applications to get specialized training or to study advanced nursing. We no longer had to suck up to anyone to be transferred to another unit.
Say that again.
There was no sister from nursing administration to block our applications to get specialized training or to study advanced nursing. There was no sister from nursing administration
Big problem
to
that
block
in
our
Jamaica.
applications to get specialized training or to study advanced nursing.
Big problem that
We
in
no
Jamaica.
longer had to suck up to anyone to be transferred to another unit. Now that we walked away from a broken system in Jamaica that suffocated us for many years, experienced success, acquired assets, built houses back in Jamaica, helped our parents and siblings. They are calling us to return to a broken system that has minimal improvement from what we left, she said.
Jesus.
Siblings, they are calling us to return to a broken system that has minimal improvement from what we... Now that we walked away from a broken system in Jamaica that suffocated us for many years, experienced success, acquired assets, built houses back in Jamaica, helped our parents and siblings. They are calling... Experienced success, acquired assets, built houses back in Jamaica, helped our parents and siblings, they are calling us to return to a broken system that has minimal improvement from what we
Petroy,
left,
what's up?
she said. On a long list of inadequacies, she had a lack of new hospitals since 2008, no significant hospital upgrades, hospital patients still being admitted in a room that is separated by drapes, lack of 4 pumps to administer 4 fluids, patients' relatives still being asked to buy their medications and surgery supplies or drinking water for the patients outside of the hospital. She also named the shortage of ambulances to transfer people from their homes to the hospital, and passersby still throwing accident victims in the back of pickup trucks to take them to the hospital, and the like. However, Dr. Morgan suggested ways in which expatriate nurses could help Jamaica with their expertise, even while not coming back to live. We can offer our expertise to the government to show them how to set up proper infrastructure and services in the hospitals.
Yes.
Advise how to set up telemedicine services in Jamaica. Show the government how to set up satellite clinics, standalone emergency rooms, and urgent care centers to serve more patients.
Yes.
We can show the government a lot, but we will not return to the bedside. We cannot return to the same broken system, the same way the politicians practice the same old-time politics. We got a taste of a more efficient healthcare system and the ease of delivery of care. There are available resources that improve patient care and nursing support systems. There are vast opportunities to advance our careers, Morgan said. She believes it is time for Jamaica to revamp its healthcare system and improve it, one public hospital at a time, and offer jobs to the new nurses who have graduated from nursing schools in Jamaica who have not been employed. Instead of asking nurses to come home, improve the system to attract young people to join the profession and not ask them, expatriate nurses, to return to sacrifice more, she added. Dr. Morgan trained as a registered nurse in Jamaica and since then achieved the Doctor of Nursing Practice, DNP, Master of Science in Nursing, MSN, Family Nurse Practitioner, FNP, and Bachelor's Degree in Nursing, BSN. She is a family nurse practitioner with approximately 20 years' experience in the healthcare industry and operates a clinic with emphasis on type 2 diabetes, offering care to patients who lack health insurance. She is licensed to practice in the states of Arizona, Florida, Iowa, New Hampshire, New Mexico, Texas, and Utah. As a philanthropist, she runs the Stop a Gap Foundation, serving needy individuals in her top mountain district with the support of her husband, a U.S. Army veteran. Nurse Cheryl Morgan left, sharing the trophy for class prize with colleague Claudine Witter on the occasion of their graduation from the University Hospital School of Nursing. Both were recruited to work in the United States and have maintained a close friendship. She is also a family nurse practitioner in the USA as well.
Christopher Tufton, let me tell you something. Andrew, let me tell you something. You see the last 2 articles that I just shared with the people? All of the articles that I shared in this particular reaction, these are all, this is what they call the chaos spandy, because the JLP government, in my brain, I don't know about nobody else, all other well-thinking Jamaicans, the JLP government cannot survive this. Them cannot survive this. They can't survive this, Jamaica. Alright? I mean, them can go on like them can PR this, but them can't survive this. This is a gross failure. Failure by this government, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. It is so bad. It's sad. It is sad. How did we get here? After 10 years in power, going into a 3rd term, you would think that you're at the wicket for so long, you would be able to bat properly. Not true? Not true, Jamaica? Yeah, I believe so. I believe you're supposed to gain more experience the longer you're at a job. Well, these guys are doing the same thing over and over again. I expect them to get a different result. They are doing the same foolishness. Did you see what the lady said in the article? We will show you how to build in the systems, but we're not coming back. Basically, if you don't show us that you can build the systems, why would we come back to our field system? Why would they do that? Isn't that sensible? You think so you can use this idea of, oh, yes, it's not about money. If it's not about money, tell the government official them to give back them raise where them give themselves. If them want to sacrifice something. Yeah, man. Tell them. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Tell them to give back them raise, Jamaica. That's all me asking. You know. Tell them to give back their raise. Because obviously them don't need them raise, you know. Hold on, I don't have that video in evidence. Oh no, I have to share this video with you now. TVJ, come over here, so. Come over here, so TVJ. We need that lady there. Who remember when the lady say, Miss, me not a top player, I don't business, you should have never come on the TV. You should have never do it. You should have never come on the TV and say this. You are going to be a staple on this platform from now on of what not to say on television. Don't tell no lie. Because we are at war against misinformation. Now listen to this. Don't tell no lie, miss. See it here? Yes, right there, so. Yeah, man, listen to this. Let me see. Yeah, man, listen to this.
JLP supporters say otherwise.
You expected it or not a good time?
Well, respect it.
Why?
And why?
Question.
You expected
JLP supporters say otherwise.
You expected it or not a good time?
Well, respect it.
Why?
And why?
Question deferred to teammate.
Why?
Why? Because
Sorry about that, my people.
Not a good time.
Well, respect it.
Expected it or not a good time?
Well, respect it.
Why?
And why?
Question deferred to teammate.
Why?
why? Because I'm doing good. I see the best him honest, him fix hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
First time police and teacher and them made them run, we're gone to America. Now them have to run, come back. The police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
First time police and teacher and them made them run, we're gone to America. Now them have to run, come back. Because no one no better than yard.
Even with shades,
Jamaica. Hold on there. Jamaica. No one no better than yard. February 2nd, 2026. What the nurse say? No, we're not coming back. Miss, don't do this to yourself again here. If you see one camera, leave it alone. Don't come on the TV, come tell no life on behalf of JLP. Do not do it. People out here having serious live realities. Stop it. Stop it. If stop it. What are you talking about? No one no better than yard. Just read a lady article of her own experience. When she got foreign wagwan. You no look on it no man, and I mean no man. The lady said she was in a gated community with a pool. And then get raised every year. Every year. Them don't have livable wages in Jamaica. What has changed? See it here. We arrived in America. I was placed in a beautiful apartment with excellent amenities, including swimming pool in a gated community. There were incremental salaries increase yearly. Every year the money go up. Every year. Not enough ambulances to go for people to carry them go hospital. Right? People, yeah. People have here something there, ladies and gentlemen. People have here care people in the back of car. Zine, figure hospital. Not enough ambulances. Huh? What? See there, that's all. Right? People have here care people in the back of hospital and something there, that's all. On the ground, the charger. See there on the ground. Yeah, that one there. So, what Christopher Tufton talk about is not a mind. Watch it, if you plug in, you know, plug it out, or not plug in. All right. So, what Christopher Tufton talk about the nurse them for come back. Nurse come back where, and then this lady have the audacity to say this on live television. Mighty God, I have to play one more time. No, sir, this not safe.
Why? Why? Because I'm doing good. It's the place them honest, them fix hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
First time police and teacher and them where them run we gone America. Now them have to run come back because no one are better than yard. We gone America. Now them have to run come back because no one are better than yard.
The ones behind her aren't crying.
First time police and teacher and them where them run we gone America. Now them have to run come back because no one are better than yard.
Even with shades, he's seen the spark.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland?
Richard,
take out somebody, man or woman.
Jamaica. Tell me think. Tell me the honest truth, Jamaica. Level with me. Them people have no. May I try to be as may I try to be as respectful as possible, but no man, it bad Jamaica. We have to do better than this. So don't make me know what you think in our comment section. Yeah man, right? That's what I think, man. I said I couldn't believe when the lady said this. This man didn't even know why they raise the tax. Acha.
Finance Minister said that. What the hell,
JLP supporters say otherwise.
He expected it or it's not a good time?
Well, respect it.
Why?
Why?
Question deferred to teammate.
Why? What?
What do? Somebody call me? What is on to this? Oh, the box turn off.
Honest, them fix hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
First time police and is crying.
This week is legendary. You have to understand as a labor right, you have to have everything great.
Only thing that is not drained is your armpits.
So I'm a yard chief. Come on, of the People's National Party. So I have to out to support my MP and my followers.
And the word of the day, even outside of Parliament, has been taxes. They say reading makes the man, but it angers this woman's spirit.
We expand new taxes. What kind of taxes? Finance Minister said taxes. What the hell from us? Hey, we're close to Jamaica with dead.
GLP supporters say otherwise.
You expected it or it's not a good time?
Well, let's make it.
Why?
Boy, but you know, the man said we expect it and he don't know why they expect it.
And it was
We can't get over it, Jamaica. I'm sorry.
Wait to them supporters say otherwise.
You expected it or it's not a good time?
Well, let's make it.
Why?
Why?
Question deferred to teammate.
Why?
Question defer to teammate. We can't deal with this, man.
Let's say the bed them honest and fix hospital, no police crying again.
Well, the ones behind her aren't crying.
First time police and teacher and them made them run with Ghana America. Now them have to run come back because no one are better than yard.
Even with shades, he's seeing this part.
Right now, the Sparks program, Donovan is sending a message to even at Central Kingston alone to have residents who has passed. People has come and see what the work that this government is pushing on.
But some say the only thing
It doesn't make sense.
PNP is the best. Yeah, and PNP, they suffer so much when time PNP are in the place. You know, like they will suffer. That we can say about.
Jamaican people cannot manage no new taxes right now at this present time. You get me? Many of us are not working right now. A lot of Jamaicans are not working right now. You get me? So the taxes don't make sense right now.
And who did it first? The shoe walker.
Party is the first party. Brandis Clark. So Labour right couple weeks.
My Clark, my grandson sent it from England because when I'm swearing, I have to look good because my Prime Minister young and look good. Yeah, man.
The Prime Minister comes up big of the green.
So hold on, I see him all man that was say the Prime Minister do good at wear green clocks. Yo, man, I tell you say Jamaica mash up in the brother. Yo, Jamaica fully mash up, bro. Believe me, I tell you say Jamaica mash up. No look at joke. We can't continue like this. We cannot continue like this, ladies and gentlemen. There is no way we can continue like this. Alright? More big up Mr. Dennis Minor, you know. I tell you so that article is the best. One of the best. What is? What go on here, sir? Walking gamble. Chicken residents face daily dangers. Residents face daily dangers navigating Savlamar. So if people can just drop in a manual. Mighty God. Look at this, Jamaica. Watch that. Watch that. Good there. Father God, take a case and leave a pillow. I want to then have one video of this on TVJ. Hold on there. TVJ. Let me check the news. See where they are going with. Make we see they are going with. $152 million raised in Sagicor. How much they did raise the last time? The previous time what they are? 152 million. How much did they raise the last time? Well, the one with the UHII. You know, so I'm going to look it up. St. James Public Health seeing success. You know, so I don't want to watch it and get upset. I just allow it, you know. Just allow it. I tell you the truth. Because I know I'm going to get mad. Me know some I'll get mad. Market mess. Oh, hold on there. Oh, rotted.
Selling in filth. Market vendors in Savannah Lamar are blasting the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation for allegedly forcing them to ply their trade inside a facility they say is in a deplorable condition. The market was severely damaged during Hurricane Melissa, and the municipal corporation says it does not have the funds to fix it. Kimberly Petty has details.
Clogged drains, water settling in potholes, piles of garbage, loose pieces of zinc and other debris. That's the scene at a section of the Savannah Lamar market. Vendors say they were placed here by the municipal corporation, which has banned them from selling on the streets. And they're not the only ones displeased. Terry Black says she's been buying produce at the market for over 50 years, and it's the worst she's ever seen it.
These vendors all have the best price and really nice produce, and they're doing the best they can in this terrible lane here, and it smells like doo-doo.
Oh my God. I think Andrea thought about Jesus. No, Jamaica, no, me find it. Me find it. Me find it. No, me find it. And this Andrea talk about, jeez, over 50 years the lady at shop so. You know she a Jamaican. She live as a half of her life.
Corporation, which has banned them from selling on the streets. And they're not the only ones displeased. Terry Black says she's been buying produce at the market for over 50 years, and it's the worst she's ever seen it.
These vendors all have the best price and really nice produce, and they're doing the best they can in this terrible lane here, and it smells like doo-doo.
The municipal corporation told her new CEO
vendors all have the best price and really nice produce, and they're doing the best they can in this terrible lane here, and it smells like doo-doo. Produce, and they're doing the best they can in this terrible lane here, and it smells like doo-doo. And they're doing the best they can in this terrible lane here, and it smells like doo-doo.
Jesus.
The municipal corporation told her new scene that the vendors were given the option to use a transport center adjacent to the market, and that a section of the market was also cleaned for persons to sell their produce. However, the vendors refute those claims.
There is nowhere to clean in this market. Market is in a deplorable state. Bad. Very bad. To come back in this filthy place. Smell awful. Melissa came, put the market in this condition, and there's nothing that been done from that time until now. Nothing at all.
So Jamaica, you don't have to tell me say this a government that care about people in Jamaica. That's what you guys want to convince me of. On the labor right. May I talk to you labor right them right now. You guys want to convince me that no one better than yard. When people have to sell food in a filth. Huh? Mighty God. Father, we need that. We can't take no more of this. We can't really take no more of this. Them things are going to lead to disease, you know. Me now ask Christ. These things are going to lead to disease, ladies and gentlemen. Them the condition that are going to lead to disease breakout. Richard, you see this? Dahlia, how are you doing? Good morning. Wow. Yo, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
The vendor spoke to us off camera. She believes
Westmoreland market is a worse market. Nobody fi clean market or water. If any hole in a market, pay water, pay river in a water before Melissa. Market want fix. Market ever want fix before we come out. I know we depend on the road.
So hold on there. So this was a problem before Hurricane Melissa. Hurricane Melissa just make it worse. I highlight it, make it worse. The infrastructural problems. What am I doing with the money then? What the government do with the money? What am I doing with the money?
Them say we come off a road, nothing. Nothing them do. Not even clean up nowhere. But if you come off a road.
The vendors say they've been losing money as customers are now opting to buy produce from the supermarket.
I'm a vendor here for 26 years, and it almost just like this, nothing better. They always say they come to fix the market, and there is nothing done to the market. And we just like this, people have to just be on the roadside, see like just like how you see. Nobody doing anything. It just demonstrated and look awful. The place needs to clean up, man. Even after this time, I think the parish councils and the people that were with parish councils should come and even clean up the market and take up the debris, take up the zinc, take up the. But everything is just thrown down just like that. If the poor vendor them know if you have papers to see, clean up this, clean up that, to find somewhere to sell.
The market is a disgrace. You understand that now? Even the zincs them will still have flops up on the market.
Yo,
they should have sent somebody.
They want to push out the people them out of here, so, you know. Yo, I suffer government want to suffer people them, you know. Backside. Them I think you are blatant. Hey, me tell them say, you know, man, a subtle genocide. The man am going with the people. Subtle genocide. Very, very subtle. Just enough to break people mentally. Just enough to break them pockets. So they can't recover. Right? Slow poisoning people them with the conditions them. Look on this man. Alright, so 16 years, see? 6 years under. No, what my man say? 26 years. So Savlamar market this day, so the man say. That's what the man say. The dog say do the water the day and it's not like do the entire step. Anyway, it's bad for a long time. When you get a government in a power, we come to you and tell us, listen, we better than the PMP. Aren't they supposed to make things better, Jamaica? Aren't they supposed to show and prove so them can do things better? What is being done better? Isn't the institutions that are there, isn't it worsening under the government? That's my question. Because we now go omit what the man say now. The man say at 26 years him there. But then when you listen to this lady right at the front, listen what she say.
Drains, water settling in potholes, piles of garbage, loose pieces of zinc and other debris. That's the scene at a section of the Southern Alamar market. Vendors say they were placed here by the municipal corporation, which has banned them from selling on the streets. And they're not the only ones displeased. Terry Black says she's been buying produce at the market for over 50 years, and it's the worst she's ever seen it.
Boom, right there, so. Right there, so. That is the evidence that we need right there. Over 50 years. So she did it before the man we attack. So she have more experience than him. And she had tell you, said this is the worst she has ever seen it. Worst Jamaica. Mighty God.
Vendors all have the best price and really nice produce, and they're doing the best they can in this terrible lane here, and it smells like doo-doo.
The municipal corporation told her a new
No, Jamaica, no, this not nice, it's not ready. It's not ready.
Mayor of Savannah Lamar, Dan Redelancy, addressed the issue at Thursday's sitting of the municipal corporation.
We have to, of course, hear further from period. Ministry of Local Government, Minister is not getting the timeline for major repairs or assuming as a real official. Whatever it is,
Henry Delancey. What's his name?
Whatever it is.
Delancey. Let me see. Google. I really know them, you know. Google. Dan Redelancy, Jamaica. See what I'm going to say. Alright, Savlamar Chairman, representing Westmoreland, local government, municipal, mayor, as of late, sometimes, sir, reconnect, don't go nowhere, reconnect, don't go nowhere. Don't throw off my people, them. I don't know my PMP. He is PMP. Alright? Alright, that make a whole heap of sense. How long has he been? How long has he been there? How long has he been there? How long has he been there? 2025. Who was the mayor before? Who was the mayor of Savlamar before? Who was the mayor of Savlamar before? Former mayors. Let us go there. So this man, Mayor George Lee, 2011, 2013. Alright, them. But how comes I just them money alone come up? But me not understand this. All former mayors of Westmoreland between 2016 and 2024. That's what I want. That's what I want. So, Telmore served from 2016 to 2020. And Danny Reed Delancey is the current one. Alright, so who is Telmore? Who is Telmore? That no one know. We had this on recon work, Jamaica. We had this on recon work. Telmore images. Telmore, Westmoreland. Savlamar. Well, listen. Me know some have to do much research. Goldingmore encouraged Little Bay residents not to give up fight on disputed lands. Oh wow. Wait a minute. This are the mayor. Wait, that means I'm a PMP man. Because I'm always a winning, no. PMP is a winning in Westmoreland. So I mean, look like me find something in Jamaica. What is this? The opposition leader said situation are not what? Government cannot abandon you, he insisted. You can't leave it to one family where the rights as they see it overcome. No, this look like I have to record this. Oh yeah, I gotta record this. This is the first time I'm even seeing this article. God of mercy. I have to remember say anytime I lock off this, I have to lock off the audio. Anyway. Let me take off my picture. I don't want my picture there. And I don't want the base, not the base. I don't want the overall there either. Yes, that's how we have started. I want to see the entire article when I read it up there. Yes, no man. Yes, no man. Stand firm, little base, stand firm. Remember good. See there? Read aloud for me, please, and thanks. I could go on through. Yes.
Stories, news, sports, entertainment, business. Stand firm. Goldingmore encouraged Little Bay residents not to give up fight for disputed lands. Published Saturday, April. Western Bureau. Published Saturday, April 23rd, 2022, 12:07 a.m. Albert Ferguson / Gleaner Writer. File. Western Bureau. Savannah Lamar Mayor Telmore has told squatters of Little Bay, Brighton, and Salmon Point in Westmoreland that they should stand firm in the fight for the lands they have been living on for many decades. We will fight, and fight again for the people of these communities, declared Moore during a meeting with residents at the Brighton Community Center in Westmoreland on Thursday. According to Moore, who is also the counselor for the Negril Division of the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, which covers sections of the communities where there is an ongoing land dispute, he will not sit idle and allow anyone to displace his constituents. As a representative of this area, I could not stand by and see these people come and want to move you as if you are nobody, he said to thunderous applause. Headlines delivered. The battle for the property has been raging for decades and saw one of the proprietors, John Youngster, being murdered in 2004 after trying to reclaim the lands. The tussle continued with Youngster's widow, Kathleen, a United States citizen, for control of sections of the 867-acre property. Notwithstanding a 2011 court decision granting writs of possession and the eviction of at least 27 settlers, Youngster has been unable to regain possession, which is reportedly earmarked for a $5 billion investment. Speaking at the same meeting, opposition leader Mark Golding told residents that under the law, they have a right to the property that they now occupy. He said the People's National Party respects the laws of the country and the rights of property owners. Many of you are property owners in your own rights. You may not have a legal title yet, but you have been living on the property and you have invested in your property far beyond the 12 years prescribed by law, Golding noted. The opposition leader said these situations are not things that can be ignored by the government or cause the people to feel abandoned in their struggles. At the end of the day, the government cannot abandon you, he insisted. You can't leave it to one family where their rights, as they see it, overcome the rights of so many people. That can't be right. The government must intervene, said Golding, while urging the residents to stand together. He promised that he will continue to lobby the government on their behalf to arrive at a decision that will benefit all concerned. I will continue to do what I can to try and bring about a solution to your situation. I will be working closely with your attorneys, with our candidates and our counselors, he assured. No brute force. At the same time, he argued that this is not a situation that can be resolved by brute force. We have to resolve this by thinking of a good solution that everybody can live with. And that is really what I want the government to put its mind to, because ultimately, the government has to look out for the people not because they are Laborite or PNP, he argued. Earlier this month, Prime Minister Andrew Holness cautioned against disorderly possession of properties, pointing out that this method is not the proper channel to land ownership. He noted that the solution to the issue of land settlement is not going to be the violation of property rights. Disorderly settlement must never be countenanced, because all it means in a disorderly settlement is that those who are politically connected, those who know people, and those who know bad man and can use force, they're the ones who are going to get the land, and the average person will only be able to look on and not be a part of it, Holness cautioned them. But Golding reiterated his call for the government to use the Local Improvements, Community Amenities Act, which empowers the Minister of Housing to declare specified land to be absent of orderly development, which thereby freezes all evictions and new tenancies while a development plan for the land is prepared, noting that this was the best course of action to quell tension in the area and allow for a mediated settlement.
Trust me, Jamaica, they are different. You see? Jamaica, let it never be said that Mark Jefferson Golding never fought for you here. And in case you don't know, this particular article, I heard about this, but I never read the details of the story. And, more obviously big up to Mark Jefferson Golding. As a legal mind that have a heart for the people, he has a great balance of following the law and advocating on behalf of the people while using the law to empower that advocation. It might sound like an oxymoron or it might sound corny, but he does have a golden heart. Mr. Golding has a golden heart, ladies and gentlemen. And Andrew Holness and him government, nobody can tell me that this wasn't a case of a type of gerrymandering, displacing key voters and trying to dismantle the West. You hear what I said? Nobody can tell me that this wasn't an attempt by the Jamaica Labour Party to dismantle these areas that are strong PNP supported areas. Nobody can convince me of that. You know why? Because I've seen them pull the trigger on other cases. Portmore is one of them. You think we forgot what they tried to do in Portmore through Everett Warmington? That's why I can't rate them, No phone if you getting enough people if you get down and walk on give Earl Warmington applause. Him can't get no applause from me. Can't tell her that straight up. Yeah, you hear what I said? I'm in a dream to people. Worst politician. I'm a dream to Earl Warmington and Jonas already. Them is not no normal guys. Cause I'm not the most spiritual person in the world. You feel what me I deal with? I mean dreams with them the two man there already. You hear what me say? So Jamaica, big up Mark Golding again. Yet more evidence of this man's real work. This man has has done more for the Jamaican people while in opposition than Andrew Johnson in government. Unbelievable. Enough people might have said, boy, you exaggerate. Me not exaggerate. I am not exaggerating. You heard what I said? This man has done more. See the situation that is so now with the Cuban them, right? The Cubans, the youth them, the student them where they are Cuba. You remember the situation with the Ukraine kids them, right? Ladies and gentlemen, there's a pattern of uncaring, wicked acts from this government. There's a pattern. You hear me say? There is a pattern. Mighty God. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Wow. No man. I buck up in that article there, you know? Me buck up in that article there. Me see no more article with him and the general. Give us back. Sav Mayor says PRV must only be used to drain cleaning. Editorial, undignified. Mr. Moore is after all a politician, a species that often has strange ideas and about decorum and decency. What? What is happening here? What is this? Bell Termo, the chairman of Westmoreland and mayor of Sabnamore, either possesses an outsized ego or a great sense of entitlement or both to have presided over the naming of the authority headquarters in honor of himself, to have harumphed at the fact that people find his actions shameless. Okay. I don't want to get into that. Let me see if there's anything else. Ungraded nigger, no, sir. Mayor sheds tears for overcrowding in South Hospital. What? You serious? When was this? Christopher Tufton again? Oh my God. When was this? Which year this? October 2023, 17th. A teary-eyed has described the overcrowding condition at Savlamar Hospital accident and emergency ward. He noted that the problem of inadequate bed space. Mighty God. Where you say this some more? What did you say? Where does say a while ago, Jamaica? Inadequate what? Bed space? Yeah, man, we want it to, yes, man, we want it to be. Yeah. Evidence, ladies and gentlemen. Evidence. Yeah, man. Evidence we are working, you know? Not true. Is this thing on? Okay, it's on. Ladies and gentlemen, I know say we have to go to some more evidence right now, so I'm gonna give me a second. Build it up.
World News. In Focus. Auto. Mayor sheds tears for overcrowded Save Hospital. Published Tuesday, October 17th, 2023, 12:08 a.m. Albert Ferguson / Gleaner Writer. File Western Bureau. A teary-eyed Bertel Moore, mayor of Savannah. Event children and adults from. A teary-eyed Bertel Moore, mayor of Savannah-Lamar, has decried the overcrowding condition at the Savannah-Lamar Hospital Accident and Emergency Ward. He noted that the problem of inadequate bed space at the medical facility must be addressed to. He noted that the problem of inadequate bed space at the. Mayor sheds tears for overcrowded Save Hospital. Published Tuesday, October 17th, 2023. A teary-eyed Bertel Moore, mayor of Savannah-Lamar, has decried the overcrowding condition at the Savannah-Lamar Hospital Accident and Emergency Ward. He noted that the problem of inadequate bed space at the medical facility must be addressed to prevent children and adults from sharing the cramped space on the ward as they seek medical care. Problem of inadequate bed space at the medical facility must be addressed to prevent children and adults from sharing the cramped space on the ward as they seek medical care. According to Moore, on a recent visit to the hospital, he broke down in tears when he saw the unsuitable condition where patients, doctors, and other medical staff are forced to operate.
Jamaica, you know say this gentleman is not the first and not going to be the last. As long as this government is the one that is in government, as long as it's this Jamaica Labour Party that is in government, you know, so we're not going to see the last of tears of people, officials that visit the hospital. If you don't believe me, make me count to one clip of recent, very, very recent. Just give me 1 second and find the clip. Hold on. Make me find this clip here. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. Mighty God. Eh? No, man. No, man. No, man. No, it can't work. Can't work, Jamaica. It cannot work. Where the clip there with the lady? The lady where they on the interview. Are this one? Are this one? No, I'm not, you know, say that one.
About some of the key findings and recommendations. Take the time after that.
No, I'm not this one. Another one that the lady there on the interview. The doctor lady there on the interview. I think she even came on TV, Jay. Yes. She surely did. And all angles she depend. See for all angles. Hold on there. Hold on. I think I see this.
Culmination of a lot of things. A culmination of a lot of things. It's got.
Jesus. I have to find a better way to do this. I just shoot that something and not work, you know.
Overcrowding is really concerning for us because it speaks to the dignity of individuals. And you know, when I went to that facility yesterday and I walked into the refashioned A&E, I was shocked.
This is at the Mount Salem Community Center, I think it is.
Yes, it is.
Tell us what shocked you.
So this facility was refashioned to facilitate 3940 clients. They had 115 in it yesterday. And it's hard for you to really care, give any kind of care. You know, one of the questions I asked one nurse, I said, how do you prioritize who gets care and who doesn't? The major issue is that there's no bed space for admission. Right. So the persons that are in the space, maybe 80-90% of them are actually for admission. But there's nowhere to put them.
Cornwall Regional originally is a 300-bed facility. They would have lost the use of about 147 beds after Melissa, based on damage to infrastructure.
Sure. So, you know, that further compounds a situation that already existed. The whole story of seeing people on stretchers that are at floor level is harsh. You see people on beach beds, beach chairs. Those are the things that persons are being nursed on.
And just before the minister responds, let's hear what the president of the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association.
I don't want to hear from Christopher Tufton. There's no response. There's no response that he could respond to that. None. Beach chairs for crying out loud. Beach freaking chairs. Yeah, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to find that video. I'm so serious right now. I'm going to find that video with that nurse. It wasn't too long ago. She was on the interview on Smile Jamaica. I don't know how I don't have that video in my evidence file, you know. True. So when you have the evidence file loaded, it makes life very much easier. You can just go in the evidence file and just scroll and find the exact video we may look for. Come on now, find her. We need her. Smile Jamaica. She would be the one on the thumbnail. Yeah, she would be. Thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate y'all rocking out with your boy Ryan. What's up, bro? Salute, salute, salute. Ryan, I don't know. Did I? Oh, no, I don't think you've been on for long. Probably don't know. Probably don't know. Okay, midday news. I guess it's somewhere around here, because around the same time when Mr. Alfred Dawes, Dr. Alfred Dawes. So when Tough Time come there, that means the fair one is close. Her one is gonna be close, ladies and gentlemen. Not too far from here. Smile Jamaica. Come on, man. She can't be that far down now. That's wild. She cannot be that far down. Did I miss something? Yo, somebody can send me that video there? Damn, I'm going to think somebody can pause my reaction then. I so far down it, man. She's supposed to be on TVJ. The health minister defends, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my days. Wow. Where is the Smile Jamaica clip with the lady, the interview? Ah, here she is. Here she is. We got her, ladies and gentlemen. We got her. We got her. We got her.
Should host about 39, maximum 40 patients. The issue. The fact that per nurses leave, we have what is called an exit interview done by looking at
salary. All right, let's start there. When you say challenges, before you get specific.
The spaces prior to last week was the zinc put on back. But nothing else has happened. When you go there, you see wires hanging, you see a lot of things. So now, since Friday, work started on Monday, the team told me. So you see they're putting up some drywall and some other things are taking place now. But prior to Friday. So if we can get, most of the patients who are in AME now are for admission. But there's no one to admit them to.
But Madam President, that's my question. So what you do? I mean, you can't tell a sick person don't come to the hospital. Right?
No, you can't.
Right. So what you going to do?
That's why the police have 113 in there for this.
But what you going to do?
Yes, what's the solution?
What's the solution?
We're waiting on government to tell us what they're going to do. They have promised the staff 3 weeks. And as I say, if they can get the persons in beds on wards, they will be fine.
Yeah. There was also this concern about the waste management, the collection of waste in a timely fashion. And
your first point of entry in hospital is an accident and emergency department. And I go in and I am admitted on a chair. I am admitted on a stretcher that is floor level. So when they say the persons are on the floor, they are not lying on the floor, but the stretcher is at floor level.
How many nurses would be there for the 112?
Yesterday we had 6 nurses.
6?
Yeah. So what they have fashioned to utilize as an A&E now is an area that should hold about 39, maximum 40 patients. Yesterday we had 112 people in that space.
Yesterday?
Yesterday, because I went to Cornwall Regional yesterday. And, I say to people, I've been in nursing since 1993. And I never know that I would live to see a day like this. Yesterday I was traumatized. When I went into the A&E department. As the president, I went with my team. And as a president, you are expected to have a certain amount of decorum. So I just had to go back outside. It was hard. It was really hard because only some parts of it are in use. And Melissa came and rendered some of those parts inaccessible again. Since 2016. With the mold challenges. That has not changed. Again, as I said, lack of resources, infrastructure.
What was happening there? Has it no protest? So when you say challenge...
So money right now is not really the issue.
Oh, okay.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This particular wire now, it don't give me the same. Chelsea, what's up, Chelsea? Chelsea, if you never see a message, just don't say phone is close to my face. If you just come in, Christopher Tufton is me say the man is the worst. And this is the man of them when I go talk about if you replace Andrew get kicked out. They must say mad, you can't swap devil for devil wife. Listen me no man, no bother with me, huh? No bother with me. You hear what I said? Okay, good. Alright, let's go now. Alright, Jamaica, me find it, Jamaica. I found it. Let's go back to the article, Jamaica. Mighty God. No, sir. Hold on there, make me play this.
Operate. What I saw, according to Moore, on a recent visit to the hospital, he broke down in tears when he saw the unsuitable condition where patients, doctors, and other medical staff are forced to operate. What I saw at the emergency room, honestly, tears came to my eyes after going into that room. Moore told counselors at Thursday's monthly general meeting of the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you follow Daryl Vaz, Daryl Vaz are going to make you know, say, right now, a crocodile tears them a cry, Yeah, man, a crocodile tears them a cry, but make we listen to this experience, lady, fear experience. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Can I make this up?
Yeah. So when you say challenges and working conditions, I know the most recent protest was down in Cornwall, right? What was happening there? Has it now been better or resolved any at all? And I also want to ask as well, so I asked you 2 questions already. It's an unusual time, right? Because post Melissa, but I'm thinking that this has been the case before Melissa.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell us what was happening. Has it been resolved? And
yeah. Severe overcrowding, and again, as I said, lack of resources, structural challenges. And you would both have known that prior to Melissa, Cornwall was always in the news. Mm-hmm. Cornwall has been in the news since 2016. With the mold challenges, that has not changed. Mm-hmm. They continue to persist.
The mold is still there?
Mold is still in Cornwall Regional Hospital. That has not happened. Sorry to say, it has not happened. So what we have is a patchwork system where the original building for Cornwall Regional, only some parts of it are in use, and Melissa came and rendered some of those parts inaccessible again. The parts that the concerns came out of, they would have started on Wednesday. The concerns came out of the A&E department. Mm-hmm. So what they have fashioned to utilize as the A&E now is an area that should host about 39, maximum 40 patients. Yesterday we had 112 people in that space. Yesterday, because I went to Cornwall Regional yesterday. And you know, I say to people, I've been in nursing since 1993. And I never know that I would live to see a day. I've been in nursing since 1993. And I never know that I would live to see a day like this. Been in nursing since 1993. And I never know that I would live to see a day like this. Yesterday I was traumatized. I was traumatized when I went into the A&E department. As the president, I went with my team, and as the president, you are expected to have a certain amount of decorum. So I just had to go back outside. It was hard. It was really hard because I look at it this way. I am not a nurse. I am a regular Jamaican in the Montego Bay area. Something happens and I have to go to hospital. Your first point of entry in hospital is an accident and emergency department. And I go in and I am admitted on a chair. I am admitted on a stretcher that is floor level. So when they say the persons are on the floor, they are not lying on the floor, but the stretcher is at floor level.
How many? So ladies and gentlemen, not only did Christopher Tufton, management of the healthcare system, have the mayor shed tears October 17, 2023. In 2026 of this year, 2 weeks ago, so we're in the third week. We're looking for Christopher Tufton. Now, where CHR is concerned, Cornwall Regional Hospital, to give us some updates in it. So that's what we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did he have that man in tears, but he left this lady traumatized. Mighty God.
Emergency department. And I go in. It was really hard because I look at it this way. When I went into the A&E department, as the president, I went with my team, and as a president, you are expected to have a certain amount of decorum. So I just had to go back outside. It was hard. You have a certain amount. I say to people, I've been in nursing since 1993, and I never know that I would live to see a day like this. Yesterday I was traumatized. I never know that I would live to see a day like this. Yesterday I was traumatized. And I say to people, I've been in nursing since 1993. And I never know that I would live to see a day like this. Yesterday I was traumatized.
So the reality is that, ladies and gentlemen, that's the reality. The worst government, I'm a stress worse, the worst government ever in the history of Jamaica, ever. No standard, no way, like health, brother, health care. Man, let's continue, ladies and gentlemen.
Corporation. Headline. I could see little boys, little girls. I see big men and women all in a cluster inside there. He continued. Increase in social patients. The reason given for the hospital's bed space problem is an increase in social patients and a surge in dengue and respiratory cases that have pushed the town's medical facility beyond its operational capacity. Earlier this month, Camille Lewin, Chief Executive Officer at the hospital, said social cases over the last 3 months had increased further. Our numbers have been rising. In July and August, we were at 22, the count for social cases, and this month, we are at 32, Lewin told the Gleaner recently. But Moore, who is also the outgoing counselor for the Negril Division, said there is an urgent need for corrective measures. He shared that the unacceptable state of affairs is robbing people of their dignity. Moore shared that on the same afternoon of his visit to the hospital, he received a call from a friend in Boston, USA, who informed him of a disturbing incident where a patient was exposed. After I left the hospital, I got a call from someone in Boston. The person's sister was on the emergency ward. While they were tidying her, she was left exposed to the public. There was not even a screen to put around the lady while they were tidying her, the mayor shared. This cannot continue. We need to do...
No, Jamaica, worse than what I did think. Hey, Mr. Father God is so good in a man. Ladies and gentlemen, I buck me buck up in a... The people that may watch me live right now, I know say I don't lie me I tell. I buck me buck up in a them article here. Buck me buck up in a them article here when I share. We have put them back on file and we have put them back on evidence to show you the consistent failures of a Christopher Tufton, Andrew Honest-led government. Christopher Tufton at the Health Ministry and Andrew Honest-led government. The continuous failures. Repeated failures. I mean, I talk about every time it get worse and worse. Listen to this. Whoa. Whoa. No dignity.
Do something at the hospital now. After I left the hospital, I got a call from someone in Boston. The person's sister was on the emergency ward.
Whoa.
While they were tidying her, she was left exposed to the public. There was not even a screen to put around the lady while they were tidying her, the mayor shared. This cannot continue.
Jesus.
We need to do something at the hospital now.
Whoa.
It just cannot work like that, the mayor insisted. He also called on Dr. Marsha Graham, medical officer of health for the parish, to inform Dr. Christopher Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness, to immediately do something to solve the problem. When you look in that emergency section, I counted close to 90 patients in there, and if I saw 2 nurses, I would have seen many more revealed. How can we operate like that? It definitely cannot continue at the hospital in this manner, he insisted. Latest Haitian arrivals repatriated. Hanover...
They have continued and Jamaica have allowed them to continue. This was 2023 and now it's 2026. Imagine we had an election. Imagine 200 plus baby dies over a 3-year period in the hospital and you guys gave these people back another chance in government. Oh my goodness. Jamaica, you guys are going to suffer for this. I'm telling you. All of you that played a role in the corrupt win of the Jamaica Labour Party, you're not going to suffer. You're not going to suffer. Yeah, man, you're not going to suffer, man. The illegitimate win of the Jamaica Labour Party, you're not going to suffer. Yeah, no look a joke about it. My goodness. The man say him then at tears, and then when he go home now, he go hear one different news. People in a hospital and nothing of them are tidy up the lady. And them now, you can't imagine somebody have you open up on your private parts and everything and them are tidy you up. And there's nothing shielded from that indignity. Hey, Christopher Tufton, hey, me can't believe, me never know about their story. People all comes to none of the inner street right now. I call for the resignation of Christopher Tufton and Andrew Honest. How comes you no voting back them people? Me not even didn't know this. And tonight, first time I read them an article here about the thing. Because I know some young in the thing, right? I never used to listen to news on them thing. I'm telling you all the time. And this is the reason why, because me can't there so and see them thing and it don't affect me, bro. Like seriously, brother. What kind of foolishness this, bro? All them man are still in a government, brother. Jamaica on a joke, man. On a ramp. You hear me? I tell you, no, me understand the attack I press attack, but on a ramping as collectively as a people, on need for demand change. These things are not acceptable and it shouldn't be accepted by nobody. I don't care if you're a labor right. These things must not be accepted. Right? I'm going to tell them all the thinking I can't believe my snare, man. No, man. Can't believe them things. I joke thing this, virgin. They must be a madness. Total madness.
We will be taking instructions from our ministry.
The state at the Southern Alamar Market has been a long-standing issue. Local government minister Desmond McKenzie toured the facility in December 2025 and suggested that a new facility will be erected. In the interim, vendors provided suggestions on the way forward.
I need proper arrangement for the market vendors, man. We know that it is expensive.
Jamaica, this is not even safe. He knows that there needs to be a new facility, right? Right, no battery dead. He knows that there needs to be a new facility, Jamaica, right? And the man still, I said the people in our unsafe facility, an unhygienic facility. The government still have forced them to go in there, so figure with food. Tell me how that spells sense, Jamaica. Tell me how that spells sense. Amazing. At least it's a charge. Hopefully keep charging. And the other day the phone there give me be a problem and what look like God release you off it. Why? We don't know, yeah, man. This is very depressing. This is very
Set
depressing.
something temporary.
This is very depressing.
Even these stalls down here on the outer part of the market, he couldn't come pitch all 2-3 big tent down here like when they do over the hospital. That in case rain or anything, they can be more convenient.
My suggestion is they spend a little money on their people then and quit lining the pockets of the tricksters, because they got a whole heap of money from the US government, the Canadian government, the UK, and we not see nothing.
Kimber, or anything, they can be more convenient.
My suggestion is they spend a little money on their people then and quit
Lady, if me love you one more time, lady, where you just say a while ago, me will propose to you. God have mercy. Hey, this a lady I get my vote. This a lady I get my vote. Let me see if I can find a clip up on TVJ TikTok. I need it. TVJ. I'm gonna need it. Need it. Yes, I'm gonna. Come on, man. Better than that, man. Better than that, man. TVJ. TVJ, I want I use up TikTok, brother. I can't want TikTok on have. Hold on there. I can't want TikTok on have. I want TikTok TVJ. No, sir. I want TV. Hold on. Me need a clip here. Me need a clip there without you understand the other part. You understand what I say? If you clip up. Hold on, let me go up on them I'm go up on the Instagram, man. Go up on the Instagram. TVJ. This is the life of a content creator. This is the life of a creator. It should be well, I guess they chose what they want to put on the Instagram, innit? It's not here. That's quite unfortunate. Let us see. What other options do I have? Facebook. Yes. Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can find it on Facebook. TVJ. TVJ. Okay, TVJ News. Are you telling me that TVJ does not have Television Jamaica? Don't have an official group? You're kidding me, right? They don't even have an official group? What the hell? Are you serious? TVJ don't have an official. Man, that is crazy, bro. Damn. TVJ. TVJ Live. I don't know. Oh, this is sad. This is actually sad. I need that clip with that lady, but I don't need the part with the thing in her face. You feel what I say? Yeah, man, I need that. And then need that, you know? This is sad.
Now there's a call for women in common law unions to know their rights. Detail women's rights. This applies to the importance of education. Now there's a call for women in common law.
Abortions are.
Now there's a
Let's start with you. Why were you?
So as we were worshiping,
Well, if you follow that page right here, accept Jesus today. Yeah, man, if you follow that page. Yeah, man, if you follow that page. We can't find the can't find it, man. But I have to clip up that lady. I'm not telling no lie. That lady, yeah? Lady. I know I have to clip up all of this. No look a joke about it. This a clip of legendary. I'm save it too. Yeah, me do it for more time. Now I'm gonna do it right now. Long time I not go up on a word and a verse or London 45 but no. Long time I not go check her out.
As one of the most notorious gangsters in history, Al Capone presided over a vast and profitable empire of organized crime. But when he was finally put on trial, the most he could be convicted of was tax evasion. The nearly $100 million a year, that's 1.4 billion in today's currency, that Capone had earned from illegal gambling, bootlegging, brothels, and extortion would have served as evidence of his crimes. But the money was nowhere to be found. As one of the most notorious gangsters in history, Al Capone presided.
Yo, whoever put this together, bravo. Bravo. You heard what I said? Bravo. Yo, I'm definitely saving this one. Lord have mercy. Bravo.
Attention to all laborats that has been asking me what is going on in the People's National Party with presidency. Okay. From Mama P gone until today, I first was the People's National Party so together, and Marky G did that. Marky G worked night and day for the past 5 years. One Marky G worked so very hard to get the party where it's at today. Marky G went in with 14 seats and come out victorious in win the election landslide. People from all over the world, all the Jamaicans that in the diaspora will still have a vote, fly come and Jamaica come vote because of Marky G and for Marky G to see that the Jamaican people get a better future and to push Jamaica forward. But Bro Devil and him 40 thief them stole the election. Now, saying all of that to say this, when people are saying that Damian Crawford and Peter Bunting going up for presidency, listen to me. It's their constitution right every 2 years to run for presidency. Within the same speed, when you see you have a president that is heading the right direction and love the people and doing well for the country, it's not in your space to really come ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to run against this president. It can be two things. Either you're stupid or you're power hungry. And I would not say stupid because we have some very bright people in the People's National Party. So it's not stupid, it's more power hungry. And I'm going to say this, listen. All Damian, because Peter Bunting out of it. But Damian Crawford have 20 years. 20 years, he's very young. So all Damian Crawford have to do is help to support Marky G. One Marky G will say, and whenever Mr. Marky G step it down, for sure he will hand it to him as a smart, young, upcoming leader. But it's no race right now. It's no race. And Damian Crawford said it himself that he will never create a rift in the party that he one day hope to lead. So let me tell you something. Even if he decided to run the next run for presidency, right? As I said, it's within the Constitution for them to do so every 2 years. Even if he decided to run, at the end of the day, it's still going to be up to the delegates. But what we are saying now, one Marky G One Mackie G and a Mackie G all the way. And we not deal with no power struggle and power hungry, because Mackie G is a leader of a lifetime. Him love the people, him respect the people, him understand what is leadership from top to bottom. So here we say we support Mackie G all the way. Mackie G not going anywhere. I know so when the time come, if them try to run against Mackie G, the delegates, them are going to stand up front. It's up to the delegates, okay? 170 delegates, it's up to the delegates. So, Labrats, don't stop worrying about what's going on over the People's National Party when it comes on to presidency, because sorting out presidency is not hurting the taxpayers' pocket. What is hurting the taxpayers' pocket is Mr. Honest and him 40 thief them over the way, thief up the money them in the country, and everybody afraid of them. That is what is hurting the people of this country. Focus more on the taxes that he proposed and the poorer class of Jamaican people. I hear Mr. Vlogger out there talking about sugary drink is not a need. Sir, go sit on one side. Poor people can't afford drink that is not sugary. Them have money for buy drink when it's sugary. It is not a need, but why it is selling so much, it is unhealthy. KFC is not a need.
Thank you very much. And if you ever go looking at that, the somebody in the fridge where I chat off their mouth, what she talk about, I'll be a sugary drinks in there.
Burger King is not a need, they're all unhealthy food. But if you go to KFC, Burger King and Subway, the line will go less in a Subway because it's healthy and expensive.
Yep.
Okay? Same way up at Wendy's, if you go buy one salad up at Wendy's, at $1,800 for one salad at Wendy's.
Facts.
So people can't afford to eat healthy because they are not financially stable. So when you're going to talk about sugary drink, let me tell you something, sir. It's not needed, but that the poor have to drink. And you guys are so hypocritical. And politics can't turn on the upside down till you come out, come talk shit. I don't hear you come out here and blast the Jamaica Labour Party for the bag of thiefness we are going over there.
Talk true.
$64 billion operator. $870 million over agriculture ministry, $521 million over health ministry, $29 million in a parliament with Colleen Law. Me not hear you talk about them thieving money. The next $12 million over energy and transport minister Darrell Vez, $12 million Starlink box them, $12 million missing. The $1.4 billion that he spent on the dirty old nasty bus them, where the rest of bus them to come all know we can't see them when it's a bus on top of bus on top of bus. Those are more important for you to go and speak on.
Yes.
Stop jumping from over your dirty yard and come over here, so come create an unnecessary tension, because guess what happened? If it's within the PNP for people to run presidency, they are not going to run against Mark Golding because he's a criminal. They are just going to run against Mark Golding because they are power hungry. Mark Golding is an integrity man, he's a man of good integrity, and him love the people and care about the Jamaican people, and him do a good job and hear me out and hear me good. I want
you rate Damian Crawford, but brother, I say my piece about this already, you know. I have nothing else to say. Yeah man, I have nothing else to say, man. Mark Golding, as a, you know, the only thing what I say, whatever God's will is, so let it be. You understand? Whatever God's will is, so let it be, so let it be, so let it be. Alright, me not kill up myself over that. Now that elaborate they want to focus on, but nah bro, too much things are going on in the Labour Party if we focus on anything else. And them are in the country, and them are spend, them are thief up the money them with tax dollars. No, them me a focus on. No boy can't fix me. No boy can't fix me.
Stop mix we up. Make we deal with our own fight over here. So make we tell Damian Crawford, so listen Damian, you have 20 years and you're young. Go and go sit down and wait. Okay, go sit down and wait. And Peter Bunting, we want to set up Peter Bunting. So nobody not feel you as leadership. Remember what we want to do to Portia. And then on the same one turnaround fight against Peter Phillips. Remember what the whole I did plan and do to Portia. Peter Bunting, remember say you did write the letter to the Governor General. Say Peter Phillips is stepped down because he have cancer. So you all tight, Bunting. When we come to Damian Crawford, now you have 20 years, Damian, so go sit on one side and help keep the party together. If that is your plan, and like I said, If I plan that, take it out of your head, Papa. Because the party is together now. A 4 more seats we need. We don't need no shuffle and buffle.
No.
You understand? Our only intention is to steer the people, right? So we can help the Jamaican people and let them start breed, because criminal, Mr. Honest and him 40 thief them over there have their foot and we neck. You understand? So yeah. So at the end of the day, I want me answer on the question. I want to know I run come over here and I run up and down and come ask full question. On the need to go clean up on the dirty nasty house with the whole of the thief them over there. Tell Mr. Honest and Christopher Tough Time and the whole of the criminal them over there to go resign. Cause number one, Durham is a convicted criminal. She not supposed to even be in the parliament. And the slackness them there. On have over there, but still not run come over here. Durham is a convicted criminal. Remember that she was tried and found guilty, and them charge her 900,000 is a convicted criminal, and she in a parliament, and them things on go over, they go look both over our side of presidency, them a deal with over here, so nobody no over here, so where them a say here what them a go investigate them for illicit enrichment. Nobody no over here, so no leader no over here, so Mackie G no over here, so a thief up the money man in 40 thief. They wanna go clean up on a dirty yard them. Take out Andrew Weekly, remember Petrodram, Andrew Weekly, Robert Montague and Durham. We don't know what them are doing in a parliament. Only go clean up on a yard, go clean up the nastiness. Those are the things that are hurting taxpayers. Not over here, so where them are run for president. That not hurt taxpayers' pocket. Bye. Attention. Mr. Honest. Morning, sir. Small book here. This morning, Mr. Honest, we're in the tax era. So we're going to talk about taxes this morning with you. And how you're wicked and how you evaded taxes on many occasions. And still you come and tax the poorer class of Jamaican like you give them money to put on. So may I get right into it, Mr. Honest? May I go in my book? Because he's an evil man. And last night I got on my bed, I don't know how I fall asleep so early, the way I think about you. Page 139. So we are going in the IC report, Mr. Honest, with your teeth in self.
Mighty God.
How you evade taxes. 139. 139, 140. Okay, here we are. So, Mr. Honest, we're going to talk about you this morning on taxes. And it's in the integrity reports, and we're at page 142, Mr. Honest. So, Mr. Honest, you tried...
For the people over by BOLO V&R clips, come over to BOLO V&R 2.0. The phone I experienced some problem. I thought I got a break, but now it's back.